If you want something to play with, go and find yourself a toy. Baby, my time is too expensive, and I'm not a little boy. If you are serious, don't play with my heart, it makes me furious. But if you want me to love you, then baby I will. Girl, you know I will. Tell it like it is. Don't be ashamed. Let your conscience be your guide. But I know deep down inside of me, I believe you love me. Forget your foolish pride. Life is too short to have sorrow. You may be here today and gone tomorrow. You might as well get what you want. So go on and live. Baby, go on and live. Tell it like it is. I'm nothing to play with. Go and find yourself a toy. But I tell it like it is. My time is too expensive, and I'm not your little boy. Yeah. Mama, we made it. Started from the bottom, now it's time to shine. Mama, we made it. Remember all the nights I would hear you cry. Mama, we made it. I still drop down to my knees and pray. Mama, we made it. Mama, we made it. Mama, we made it. It might rain, but the rain don't last forever. Number food under pressure. You so clever, I respect you for putting clothes on our back. Food on the table, you special lady. We're 9 to 5, to provide. I commend you, lady. Never complain, just did your thing. I watch you make change. Never an excuse why you could do things. Your pride I admire. Your heart to inspire. What make you much flyer? Get what you desire. No pops in our home, but you stood strong. Tell them don't call my phone, cause we put it on. Buy you anything you want. We made it through the storm. No more looking back. Mama, we made it. Started from the bottom, now it's time to shine. Mama, we made it. Remember all the nights I would hear you cry. Mama, we made it. I still drop down to my knees and pray. Mama, we made it. Mama, we made it. Mama, we made it.
Out the trenches, yeah.
We was on a mission, yeah. We was about the business, yeah. We can see the vision, yeah. Can't believe we did it. I'ma tell it, cause we lit it. Yeah, I mentioned pictures vivid, paint them clearly, now you see it. We made it, now we get for listening. See stars get the wishing, the true definition. Knowledge from the pyramids, bags we secured it. Most likely fearless. I'm sure you need to hear this. I got it straight from the projects. I got a whole different dialect. Watch how we whipping no pirates. Mama, we made it, so I dress. Knowledge from the pyramids, bags we secured it. Most likely fearless. I'm sure you need to hear this. Made it. Started from the bottom, now it's time to shine. Mama, we made it. Remember all the nights I would hear you cry. Mama, we made it. I still drop down to my knees and pray. Mama, we made it. Let's go. Mama, we made it. Mama, we made it. Mama, we made it. Oh, mama, we made it. Sure.
Bum. What up, though? Had a little technical difficulty over here. Apparently, this. Oh man, what's good with it?
What's up, man?
Man, another day, man.
Yep.
Just trying to make it. Yeah, I'm going through some technical difficulties over here. This motherfucking system over here acting goofy and shit.
Okay.
Yeah, so
just keep talking. I'm about to stop the video for a minute because I'm trying to eat as usual.
yeah. Hey, look, me too. No biggie.
Nah.
No problem. Yeah. We got 2 viewers. I'm gonna try and the fuck is going on? Yeah, so I don't know. My shit's acting all retarded. Whatever. I'm I'll wait a few more minutes, see if anybody else pop in here, man. Before I get to running my mouth. What's up, Manny? How you doing, cousin? There we go.
What up, Jamie? I just saw the comment. What up, man? I don't know if he can hear me. He having some technical difficulties. He'll come back soon. Yeah, it's raining here too, so I know what you're saying.
With difficulty bullshit. Mic check. Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you.
All right. Nah, I've rebooted the system. It's over here acting retarded and shit.
Okay. Yeah. Keep popping back to the green screen.
Yeah. It's gonna do that apparently today. It just wants to there we go.
There it is. Mm-hmm.
Act like you want to be special. Today's topic, man. My bad, man. I'm over here dealing with some technical issues and shit. Today's topic is open discussion. So, what you got on the brain, man? We're gonna go off of the listeners today and just kind of expound off that. See what y'all got going on. What y'all want to talk about? Pick y'all brain a little bit. Questions, answers, comments, feedback, that type of thing. We got one viewer so far, so I'm gonna play some music till we get some people in this joint. That way we ain't just sitting here in this awkward silence. Holla at me, man. Broken Wings.
Let me speak to my neighborhoods, young and meek. The ones that told guns cause they timid and weak. No, we overshadowed the hollow with lots of narcotic. We're fixing goals, I'm missing cause my absentee fathers. Why even bother? A cycle we all bound to repeat. Bricks and money over bitches leads to death by envy, afraid to sleep. Cause my nightmares are too real and still my dreams of happiness bring me to tears. To say I'm scared is an understatement. So many niggas I figure were gonna hate me. Those who love me relate. I use my pain as a window pane, gateway for prophecy, to show the world that I'm sincere. My fear is that their minds blown too far to reach, like the suicidal woman when she learns of his cheating. What's the reason we can't fly straight? Could it be that it's just that difficult with broken wings? Sing, fly on broken wings, they'll carry you. Don't fall, the rest they're gonna bury you. Fly on broken wings, they'll carry you. Don't fall, the rest they're gonna bury you. It took for me to become a man to fully understand the sickness in my method of thinking. My Hatred for women, cause she be that much different than the blessed connection. 9 months passed, now a woman's oh so precious. Watch my pastime coincide with criminal rights. Broken drug bars, big guns, ruining lives. And in the eyes of my peers, this is fine and permissible. I was raised by a woman with defies all principles. Is it coincidental I was born into the physical realm? Bring guidance back to God's lost man. I was once an evil spirit, just as lost and degenerate. Found strength from within to repent of my sins and envy in my capability to see things clear. Shed light on a new life. Is this why I breathe? Each question begins to answer some 360 degrees. From the womb to the tomb, fly on broken wings. Sing, fly on broken wings, let them carry up. Don't fall the rest, they're gonna bury up. Fly on broken wings, let them carry up. Don't fall the rest, they're gonna bury up. Fly on broken wings. Fly on broken wings. It all started from a glance in the mirror to recognize the terror. Evaluate my past crimes. It's a devil from my soul. I'm more than there, but still have a problem with smiling. If wildness in the addiction gets my free habits winning, cause I hung up my pistols. Sympathize for all my victims, keeping prayer while the lockdown doing double digits. I know you probably thinking how we preaching from prison, but my mistakes shouldn't be if his homies just listen, because the system is a motherfucker silently working. Multi-billion-dollar industry, they budget ain't hurting. So if you curb something working with a couple of thousands, feds is warehousing, cuffs, send and stag your population, control by AIDS epidemic. Teens become statistics, parole, black employment, hated or love it. But we all gotta eat, so we learn to take flight upon broken wings. Sing, fly on broken wings, let them carry up. Don't fall or else they're gonna hurry up. Fly on broken wings, let them carry up. Don't fall or else they're gonna hurry up. Fly on broken wings. Fly on broken wings. Fly on broken wings, let them carry up. Don't fall the rest, they're gonna hurry up. Fly on broken wings, let them carry up. Don't fall the rest, they're gonna hurry up. Fly on broken wings, let them carry up. Don't fall the rest, they're gonna hurry up. Fly on broken wings, let them carry up. Don't fall the rest, they're gonna hurry up. Fly on broken wings. Fly on broken wings. Fly on broken wings. Fly on broken wings.
People see me, but they just don't know.
What I told you, cousin.
People see me, but they just don't know. People see me, but they just don't know.
Huh?
People,
Let's go.
People see me, but they just don't know. People see me, but they just don't know. Come on, baby, let the good time roll.
I'm fresh off the line. The hustler just returned. I devo these niggas, now they call me Big Worm. I'm the shit, according to the streets. The town without Kimber makes Memphis bleak. But I don't toss up rock signs and diamonds. But I might toss an empty head hole like I'm saying.
Baby, let the good time roll.
Let's do it. I'm right back in. I'm at the best. I know you feel hesitant, but I'm so positive they couldn't see me in the negative. Not today, no sir. They say life is a bitch. Yeah, I know her. When you see her, tell her bitch to holler. Cause I'm too fucking white t-shirts and little blue.
Holla.
Baby, let the good time roll.
Let's go.
People see me, but they just don't know.
People see me, but they just don't know. People see me, but they just don't know. People,
Let's go.
people see me, but they just don't know. People see me, but they just don't know. Come on, baby, let the good time roll.
Let's go again. I love you haters, they make my focus strong. They keep me motivated to get my hustle on. Get my guac up, no Scotch Thornton, for 30 on the truck. Now that's a wheel of fortune. I got a lot of women, But yo, baby mamas, they all material girls. I call them prima donnas. Down, I promise. Real talk. Let's get back to it. Hey, I'm out of East Haven. One of you in Roseville. And we don't fuck with rats. We treat them like roadkill. Fuck them. Sucker, you ain't going nowhere. I'd rather join the spark and leave with no air. I'm Mariah Carey, the Nick Cannon. So much heat on the boy, you feel like you're 10.
People see it, but they just don't know. 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 Come on, baby, let the good time roll.
Let's roll. And when I step through the bow down gracefully, swag got them speaking, so it's nothing they can say to me. Just wait to me, cause they can't compete. I dream of this shit, which means I'm better than dudes in my sleep. But they hard-headed, slick-minded, gotta put a bullet through homie brain to make them open mind. Charlamagne, I had to rewind. Come on back, baby. The ladies love me. They say my aura shines. Got so many chins, niggas thought it was the March of Dimes. They jockin' G-Wild when I walk past. I ain't gotta say much to show my motherfucking ass. Y'all can't beat me. My ink can't bleed. My shit's so full of life and leave the paper breathing. And don't let no I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Yes, gangsta.
People see it, but they just don't know. 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 Come on, baby, let the good time roll.
Come on, man. Good.
Let the good time roll. Come on, baby, come on, baby, come on, come on, baby, come on, baby, come on, come on, baby, come on, baby, come on.
Oh man. What's happening? All right, man. We up to 2. It's kind of quiet tonight. I guess we just gonna chop. It's cold outside. Well, it ain't cold outside. I'm lying. It's wet outside. People feeling uncomfortable or whatever have you. It's all good. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah. What you got, man? You got nothing? What you drinking on over there?
It's nothing but water.
Nah, man. I can't do it. Coffee.
Can't do water.
Coffee, man. I hate water.
No, I can't drink coffee. I hate coffee.
Damn, we got something in common.
Tell you a funny story about that.
What that?
I went to work. I applied for this company, right?
Mm-hmm.
They repair coffee machines for corporate buildings.
Okay.
So, excuse me, doing the interview, dude asked me, say, hey, no, he was telling me about the whole process and this and that. And he said, you had to taste the coffee, right? To make sure everything's okay. So I looked at him and I said, you know what? I said, I never drank coffee in my life. I don't like the taste of it.
Right.
And he gave me this look like, well, what the hell you apply for? I'm like, here, listen,
right. So we gonna fire you now or what?
Right. I'm like, so I just told him flat out. I said, "No need for me to work here then."
Right. You didn't tell me it was a job requirement. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I'm like, I'm gonna fix the machine, but I don't drink coffee, so I don't know what people taste it.
Right. I
You
shit,
know,
man.
but,
Look, I'd have kept the job. I just gave away free samples. Shit.
I was like, hey, I don't know what these folks gonna end up drinking, but the machine will be working. I guarantee you that.
Hey, I know that's right. So look, man, pay me my money. What's up, Panky? What's happening,
What?
Captain? Thanks for tuning in, man. Make sure you smash that follow button too, man. Yeah, man. Shit, that's crazy as hell, man.
Yeah, I started. We both really started laughing at it, but I was like,
Yeah, hey, you gotta be
I'm
careful
just
because
being honest with you right
I
now.
was saying, he was the boss man. He was serious.
Yeah, he was serious about it. But I
Yeah.
was like, hey, I got to be upfront with you, man. I don't drink coffee, so
Look, he was laughing. He was laughing because he was kind of like, you know, one of them situations like, you joking, right?
Yeah.
You joking, right?
right. He probably thought I was telling a joke, and I'm like,
Yeah,
hey
hell
man,
yeah.
I'm like, right now, and you know, this was a company that like brewed their own coffee, you know what I'm saying, here locally.
Oh,
So
boy.
I'm sitting there and I'm smelling it, and I'm like, man, I'm about to pass out up in there
I'm
just
ready to
from the
go
smell.
already. Right.
Yeah, I'm ready to end this interview already, but you know,
Yeah. Is it time to clock out already?
right? I'm like, hey, boy, you gonna have to keep me out in the field or something, cause
Damn,
ain't no way I'm gonna be up in this building.
man, that's crazy. That is crazy. I could, man, look, coffee cool, right? But like to a true coffee drinker, I'm not a coffee drinker. I like creamer with my coffee, not coffee with my creamer. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
My shit, I ain't gonna lie to you, my shit be light as hell. It look like almost like a cappuccino for real.
Right.
Yeah, shit.
Nah, I can't drink any of that hot coffee, cold iced coffee, none of it.
Hell, man, so it's crazy because it has like three things. It does three things for me, three things only. Like a lot of people say they drink coffee because it keeps them awake. For me,
Right.
nah, it warms me up. It keeps me regular, and it puts me to sleep. That part.
Well,
Yeah.
the funny thing is, I get them same effects from hot chocolate.
Seriously? Wow.
Believe it or not.
Man.
You can,
Man.
yeah, I can start my day with some hot chocolate and be up and going.
That's how my mom was, though. Me mom said she loved her some hot cocoa. She ain't mess with the coffee, but tell you what, man, give her a cup of that. Now, what kind of hot cocoa? Or it don't matter.
Swiss Miss.
All right, see, you Swiss Miss. I'm an Ovaltine guy.
Oh no.
He said, "Oh no, man." So yeah, man, give me that Ovaltine anytime. I'm good. I'm trying to figure out, man. Broadcasting all over the damn place. I'm broadcasting to the channel, obviously. I'm broadcasting to my profile for certain purposes. I'm just kind of curious to see what's happening there. And I'm broadcasting to YouTube and Twitch. So I'm just kind of like browsing to see what's going on each. If anybody's tuning in, it's like I said, it's kind of quiet. Could be the weather, you know what I'm saying? Well, I don't know. Me personally, when it rains, I'm either in pain or I'm sleeping, or I'm controller. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of which, I seen you ain't been on in like 27 days, man. Shoot.
No, I had said I was gonna get on there today, and I still didn't do it.
Man, well, I got news for you. I know you ain't getting on after here, so So
But no, after here, I'm going to sleep.
I look, I already know. I already know.
Yeah, I'm going right to sleep.
No, shoot. Hey man, I normally don't do this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Curiosity, I want to know your take. So
All right.
this puffy situation, right?
Hmm.
What you get from that, man?
Okay. I'm trying to see both sides. Okay.
Right, right,
Now, as I said before, what he did with another grown man, I don't care about.
right.
Okay? But the whole report of him being involved in child trafficking, I'm
Right.
not with that.
Right, of course.
But overall, I feel like it was somebody major that he either pissed off or he was trying to do something major. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, I heard a off rumor that he was trying to buy Tubi, which I was like, okay, that's,
I told you though. Right.
Yeah, that was my thing. Because when I heard, I was like,
Look,
if anything, you want to buy Tubi? Hell, I could buy Tubi.
look, I'm gonna scratch my head on that one.
Yeah, I was like, I mean, that's what I said. That was one of them things I somebody commented on. I was like,
Right,
well, hell, I can get the money together and buy Tubi if I wanted to.
right. Hell, he would have been better off
You know,
buying the Roku channel or some shit.
Right, that's something. You going real low.
Yeah, you
in
ain't gonna
my
make no
opinion.
money on Tubi. Shit.
No money off of that, right? So, but it's I'm one of them people like until I get all the facts, I'm not gonna just ride with him on it.
Right. I feel it.
I don't know what he's doing because I just know for the feds to raid your house, you did something big.
Yeah, 100. Now, and now
You
here's
know
the
that.
thing. This is what got me
Okay.
right. So I see Jamie's comment. Jamie say R. Kelly got out of jail. I ain't heard nothing about it, but I'm reading the comment. Jamie says R.
Okay.
Kelly got out of jail because he exposed Puffy and Jay-Z. Now I ain't heard nothing about that, but I'm gonna
I
say
haven't heard that either. Right.
but I'm gonna say this much, right?
Mhm.
Man, listen, I was 100% team Robert Kelly, 100%. All right. A lot of things didn't make sense that didn't add up with Robert's case. There were certain things because
Mhm.
if you remember that was the time period when I was living in Chicago. So therefore, I seen some of his beginnings, this, that, and the third. Now I don't know what was going on behind closed doors and all this type of stuff because I never kicked it with this cat. I used to see him out in public.
Mhm.
But the thing about it was what threw me with Puffy's situation, right? It went from he was connected to the murder of Pac with that one cat, Keefe D. And then all of a sudden they weren't able to bag him on that. Now all of a sudden here it is. Oh well, boom. Now don't get me wrong, Usher and various other kid celebrities have been saying for years that hey, Puffy been on this da 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 da. 50 been for the longest time saying he was on some other type of shit with these parties and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right. So I'm listening, but what, like I said, what didn't sit right with me was what I understand about charges. Here's the thing about charges. So your charges might be breaking and entering, burglary, okay?
Mhm.
But then because you got somebody with you or somebody was in the vicinity that you knew, you got an accomplice, aiding and abetting, this, that, and the third, this, that, and the charges, the crime that you committed was burglary or breaking and entering. But because they want to make it stick, they're gonna throw all this other shit on there, so they got shit to throw out. You see what I'm saying? So with Puffy's situation, it kind of, like I said, it started out where they was trying to time in. First, they were saying he ordered the hit. And if that being the case, well, how come they didn't get Puffy on the accomplice ordeal? You know what I'm saying? Or conspiracy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they got Keefe D over here on the dumb on some dumb boy shit, confessing to, oh yeah, I squeezed the trigger, blah blah. 15 minutes of fame, whatever. All right, well, go sit down, stupid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then, like, here you go with Puffy. Well, we didn't get Puffy here, so let's go here. You know what I'm saying? Let's go pick this up while it's still fresh in the media, while motherfuckers already still on the family. Let's hate Puffy.
That may be the case, because remember, he got off on the whole club situation with Shine. He threw Shine under the bus.
Yeah, and he known for that shit.
Right. So it is, to me, in a way, it's starting to add up to where, okay, all this stuff you got away with, it's time that we catch you on something.
Right.
Because I even saw this interview where a dude was saying that it was another shooting outside of the studio, and the dude claimed that he was the shooter, that Diddy was the shooter. And I'm like, right. Well, damn. Now all these odd stories are starting to come out.
Right. And then okay, now all right, that too. What about let's go back to Uptown Records.
Okay.
All right. So I'm sorry, Mary J. She's starting to on a I ain't even gonna say on a slot. She's finally feeling that peace she feels safe now, because now it's out there, you know what I'm saying? He's under the eye. So if something happened to me, you know who to go look at, that type of shit. But since Uptown, motherfuckers been coming, the whole faculty of Uptown then started dropping mysteriously. You know what I'm saying? What was his name? Heavy D.
I'll be sure.
I'll be sure.
Yeah.
Now peep this, right? Why is this cat now? I'm saying this, right? It's a possibility, you know what I'm saying? People look different, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what the cat mama looked like. One thing for sure, two things for certain. I do understand dominant genes and recessive genes, right? This little cat that just got tossed in the got picked up, that's Puffy's son, looks a lot like Al B. Shore. Now I'm gonna tell you this. I read that, and that is Al B. Shore's son. Okay, thank you.
The baby mama, what was her name? Damn, I can't think of old girl name.
Not talking about Kim.
But yeah, Kim Porter.
Okay, all right.
Okay. That's Al B. Shore's baby mama.
Okay, then.
So the son is his, but I guess once they broke up or whatever the case was, she started messing with Puff, right?
Right.
And of course, so her and her son, their son, moved in with Puffy. So he treated his little boy like it was his own son.
Okay.
So that explains why the boy looked like Al B. Shore. Yeah, that is his son.
Okay. Now here's the thing. That's his son. How the hell he get it? How he get Puffy last name? How you legally adopt this cat? You know what I'm saying?
No, I heard it. He didn't legally adopt him, from what I read.
I'm questioning everything, because like okay, so like he does look like Al B. Shore. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's why he looks like him. That is his son.
You know what I'm saying? Now, here's the thing. Now the father dead, right? Mysteriously.
Right.
Mama ended up dead mysteriously.
Right.
You got my son, and he going along with everything, because shit, is he scared? Is he an accomplice? I'm just saying, shit real shaky, but they got you in cuffs, and then, hey dad, this nigga over in the Caribbean or where the fuck he at over there getting his hair cut on private jets and shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, I don't know, man. Like, me personally, man, one thing for sure, two things for certain, especially after doing time, come on, homie. Come on, eat this case, man. Come on, eat this case, man. You already know what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Because even if you go down the list, everybody on Bad Boy roster,
right,
that was on, they either ended up dead or in jail, or they maneuvered some way to get up out of their contracts.
Yeah.
The only ones I know of that's still around is like the Locks and Faith Evans.
And that's because Faith, Faith low, like on the low, for real. But the Locks, they cut from a different cloth. He don't want them type of problems. You know what I'm saying?
Right. He knew he was going to have to deal with them.
Right. He knew they was young, so he tried to. He knew he couldn't touch on them, but they don't know the game, so I can fuck them out of their shit, and that's how he ended up with their publishing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Now, DMX, he tried to real X, and X was like, yeah, man, come on, yo, dog, woo, woo, woo. And he was like, the excuse that he gave, I think it was the fact that he didn't find him attractive, but the excuse that he gave was his voice was too raspy. You know what I'm saying? So, and then on the same aspect, everybody in New York already knew that he's a nigga of a different caliber. So he's subject to feed you to Boomer and shit, and it's all bad. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know what I'm saying? So that part. Them Yonkers dudes, man, they different. I'm gonna say like this: New York is a different breed of person anyway. But like,
it is
just as right, just as sure as. So it's crazy because they divide into their boroughs. So like Queens, 50 Cent, Ja Rule, different from. I'm sorry, Queens, 50 Cent, Ja Rule, Nas, different type of beast as opposed to Puffy. You know what I'm saying? Niggas from Harlem,
Harlem, right.
Different caliber. You know what I'm saying? So Puffy knew who he could finagle and manipulate and rob. Ain't no better way to put it. And rob out of their money. Make money off of them. Even Big was a hustler, but the thing about it was he caught Big during a vulnerable time. You know what I'm saying? Big at the time, when he snatched Big up, Big would have took a check for $5,000 at the time.
Right, because he wanted it.
His daughter was just born and he needed something. He needed to get out the street.
Yeah,
He was gonna give me $5,000. Big. If he would have gave Big $5,000 a week, Big would have took it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, especially at that time, because $5,000 was good. You know.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. So like, if you giving me this type of money, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say every week. If you're giving it to me every month, and I'm not accustomed to this, and I got a brand new mouth to feed. And like I said, New York is different. You know what I'm saying? Either they loyal as shit or they grimy as hell. You know what I'm saying? And Big he had a solid upbringing for real. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't no street cat. Well, he hung out in the streets, but he wasn't.
He was
for real. You know what I'm saying? And then here come the baby along. You know what I'm saying? His daughter, and it's like, oh, yo, I'm a father. Oh man. So like, damn, I gotta do something. You know what I'm saying? So here he is. All right, look, I don't want to hustle. If you gonna make this happen, man, I'm all in. So if Big would have offered $5,000 a month, Big was gonna jump.
Yeah, he saw that as a good thing.
Yeah. And then, you know, later on the stories come out, you know what I'm saying? Big like, shit, man, I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? Because now he's starting to learn the game and shit. How it actually work. He ready to wiggle. Puffy like, shit, think you ain't going nowhere.
Right.
Dead body, you going so much shit. In fact, he's still eating off of Big after all these years.
Yeah. Big time. Yeah. Big time. So
but he said you're nobody till somebody kills you. Shit.
Somebody kill you, exactly.
Real talk.
And he got it all.
Yeah. Jamie said it was a blip on the radar, but he did get out. Most of Jay-Z's raps is Biggie's raps. That's a fact. In fact, he said it himself. He said, I'm not a writer, I'm a biter for Big and up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bigging up my borough, bigging up my brothers. Yeah, yeah.
If it wasn't for Biggie, Jay-Z wouldn't exist.
100%. You know what I'm saying? 100%. And it's crazy because he lightweight. One of Biggie's most memorable bars to me is the best thing he ever let come out of his lips on Renegade with him and Eminem. On his verse, he say, "Do you listen to music or do you just skim through it?"
Yeah.
All these years from Reasonable Doubt before he even dropped Reasonable Doubt, when he first came out, he was rapping. I think Jazzo.
Yeah. He was using jazz flow, right?
So
he was using jazz flow, then he switched it up.
Well, yeah. So when he slowed it down, he started rocking off of Nas's cadence. So that's where they little plus the baby mama.
But even that, if you go to what's the song? Brooklyn's Finest.
Yes.
Listen to that song. Big ate his ass up.
Yes. Yeah.
And I was like, now I see why he switched it up.
Yes. Big was different, man, because like
Big, I like him. I liked him a lot.
It's crazy because like everybody knows me that everybody that knows me knows that all right, I like Pac. I'm really big into Pac.
Right.
Heavily influenced by Pac. All right, but one of the unknown facts that a lot of people don't know about me, I was actually a Biggie fan before I knew anything about Pac.
Mm-hmm.
I was Get Money, Junior Mafia, all that type of shit. Ready to Die. Mm-hmm. Knew every lyric from beginning to the end of that album. Like I was like, man, this dude here, man, a little flow and everything, And then it wasn't until I started falling into some of my hardships in my life, and then it was like, man, who is this cat? So I didn't really, on some real shit, I didn't get up on Pac, man, until Me Against the World. So
really,
yeah. So I liked a few songs off of Me Against the World, but I didn't really get up on Pac until that album. But what really made me go back, was when I heard I Ain't Mad at You.
Okay.
That's when I went all the way back to his beginning of his catalog and was like, oh shit, this dude, man, I've been missing. Damn, dope.
I'm gonna tell you this crazy Tupac story. It used to be this club here in St. Louis, right?
Right.
This one when he was unknown. Nobody really knew him.
Right.
He came here and performed Trapped, right? So we looking at dude, we tripping off of him. We like, okay, he's pretty cool, whatever. Then like months later, that Tupacalypse Now album came off.
Yes.
And we was like, oh shit, that's dude we saw in the club.
Right.
So that made me start listening to him at that moment. Cause I was like, but damn, we just straight up saw dude. We was like, who is him? But once we listened to him, we're like, all right, we see where he's going with it. He's pretty nice with it.
Right.
But yeah, that was. I tell my kids, I said that's like the first and only time I actually saw him perform live.
See, it's crazy because I for the longest time, once I started to actually embrace Pac and started to study him, his music, his poetry, his philosophies and such, it was crazy because for the longest time I started to see the similarities, and I was like, "Damn, that's crazy." To the point where I felt cheated, I felt neglected when he was taken, because I never had the opportunity to meet this cat. Like I would have loved to sat down and shared some of my poetry with him, or hey, what do you think about this verse? Da, 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 da. But it's the crazy thing about it, right? Like I said, I never got this. I've met a lot of celebrities. I never got the opportunity to meet Pac. When I was incarcerated, I used to correspond with Afeni, but I never got the chance to meet Pac. I actually got a chance to meet Big Sight at the hospital at Lambert Airport.
Okay.
It was nuts because like I seen him. He was coming in. I'm not sure where he was coming from. He came and I looked, and he hit me with this. As if to say like, okay, you recognize me. And so he go like this. He say, I said, I got keys coming from overseas. We both start laughing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I got the opportunity to meet Bruce Washington, aka Hussein Fatal, rest in peace. I didn't get the. I actually got into it with Young Noble of the Outlaws.
No, for real.
Some person, yeah, man, it was nasty. It was 2011. On Facebook, crazy as it may seem, and we got into it, and so I made a phone call, and I'm like, hey, this don't look right. It was some hand gestures and shit, some photos and shit. And so went back and looked. About an hour and a half later, there's a public apology. No. Yes, a public apology, but it was subliminal. So I knew who it was directed to. You know what I'm saying?
No,
but it was never directed straight to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. And it was crazy because like I was like, yeah, this don't even look right. You know what I'm saying? Like, here it is, Pac and told y'all, stay away from this, stay away from that, stay away from this, stay away from that. You had inside insight, and now here it is. After he gone, you doing exactly the opposite of what he didn't say it. And I'm looking like, ain't that about a slap in the face? Now, all that for some money?
Yeah.
To the point where his mama don't even deal with y'all.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's real suspect. It's real suspect.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, but like I said, getting back to this Puff shit, I don't know. I mean, maybe the truth will come out, maybe it won't.
Well,
I just thought it was real odd that the FBI raided two of your houses,
right?
But you still managed to get out the country.
Here's the part that sits funny with me. You said a few seconds ago, maybe the truth will come forth. One thing for sure, two things for certain. A person that's not guilty doesn't run.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So
exactly.
And I say that in any situation. It don't matter how much money you got, down to people like myself. You see what I'm saying? Right. I'm not running from nothing. Now, here's the thing. I might lose in court.
Right, but you're not going to.
But I'm not about to run. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can say what y'all want to say. The truth, the truth remains. Produce some evidence to support your claim. But one thing for sure, I'm not running nowhere. You see what I'm saying?
Right. And that's what got me too. I'm like, so if you're innocent, why you leave?
Right. That part.
And then another thing was like, somebody tipped you off about the feds getting ready to raise your house.
Right. Man, look.
How did you know at that exact moment, I need to get the hell out of the U.S.?
Right.
So somebody called them up, say, hey, man, they coming after you. You might want to get up out of here.
Right.
And then the foul part is you leave your kids.
To take the fall for you.
To take the rap. Or whatever's going down. I was like, wow, this a real foul dude. You know, I heard about the other stories, but I'm like, damn, that's a hell of a move to make.
Jamie say they tried to say his crew was caught at the airport or airfield with stuff, and they raided over that. I don't know.
Nah, they knew ahead of time. They all knew ahead of time.
It's strange to me because like when art emulates real life, right? So the remember the video. It was Biggie's video. Hypnotized.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Like it's crazy, man. Like I'm not saying it's a hell of a coincidence, but like the depictions and things that, like, what makes you in the same. You could have took a ship, for crying out loud. You know what I'm saying? You took a plane and said skedaddle. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Skedaddle. She says, I guess he was already out, but yeah, he probably knew it was coming. I'm like this, right? You not you're not finna catch a plane. You're not finna catch a plane if you're not already informed. How the hell did you get the? You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, private jet, but you still got to get clearance for takeoff.
Exactly. So you had all that set up ahead of time. That's what I say. Somebody tipped them off and said, on this date, this is what's going to happen. And you just coincidentally managed to leave the country on that exact same date.
Right.
Come on, man. Come on.
Right.
I already know what the game is.
I need a girl that can ride. Shit.
Like, already know. I saw that and I said, oh, okay. Yeah.
Man, shit. I Puff, man. I'm like this, right? Puffy ain't make it. He ain't make it. He ain't make it look anything but like he guilty.
Yeah, because off the top, you ran. So that right there just said there's some guilt.
I mean, clearly you're a fugitive at this point.
Yeah, there's some guilt.
Yeah.
Whatever that they want to charge you with, there's some guilt behind all of it.
Now, here's my question. Are you gonna return?
No, you're gonna pull that Russell Simmons move.
Okay. Now, what's the deal with Russell?
Same situation. He was caught up on what was the actual charges? I know it had a lot to do with some minor girls. And when he found out, what'd he do? Left the country.
Right. See, I didn't even know he was gone.
I didn't
know about Def Jam.
Nah, that's why you don't hear nothing about him. That's why Def Jam is in the state that is in. He wasn't the sole owner.
Right. So that's how Jay-Z became president of Def Jam.
Right. He had to pass it down to somebody.
Gotcha. Because I'm like, I'm listening to this and I'm like, how the fuck did he buy out Russell Simmons? Like, what the
Nah, he didn't buy him out. That was his first move. Let me put this in somebody else's hands.
Gotcha.
And I'm finna take what I want and I'm out of here.
So where's Kimora at?
She's still in the US because she, by then they were divorced and
I didn't know that.
married somebody else and even had a baby. What's dude's name? It's strange that I keep up on this dumb shit. Damn, was you'll know him if you see him, but I can't think his name right now.
Was he an actor or
Yeah, actor. Oh,
okay.
I don't even know if they still together, but yeah, she ended up getting with him and having another child, and so be it. And
gotcha. I mean, that's all they are. They pass around. That's all they are. They just
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And she from the crib, believe it or not.
No. Okay.
No.
Yeah, she from here.
No, you will.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, man. He was messing with her when she was like 16.
Okay. Wow. See, I didn't even know that, man.
Oh man, it goes deeper when you start investigating these people.
Right.
He was probably about good 30s or so, and she was a model. She from here, but she was like 16 when they started messing around.
Gotcha. Yeah, Jamie said he left right after they got a divorce.
Yeah, after they got divorced, he left because it was probably something she was gonna spill on.
Yes, he probably about to. I mean, the same thing Kim Porter was about to do, but what Kim do?
Right, but she just mysteriously ended up dying.
Yeah,
Wow.
Everybody that was on exposing Puffy ended up dead.
That's what made me think about Biggie. I'm like, Biggie knew some stuff.
Man, listen, you heard what he said. What was that song he said? You say something about I knew I wasn't shit. I loved you so much I suck on your daddy. Like, what the fuck? Who wrote that?
Yeah, that was about the gayest line I ever heard.
And you know damn well, big clever with words. You know
right, and even when I still hear the song, it's like I ain't get ready to repeat that.
Right.
like no, partner,
to the point where it makes you wonder, like, who wrote it? Right. It makes you wonder,
I'm like, who wrote that?
And if you did write it, did you write it to pay homage? Did you write it
a joke or something?
That's one thing.
I mean, because
They don't
that,
play like that, though.
honestly, what people don't know, that line is based off a Richard Pryor joke.
Is it?
Yeah, because Richard Pryor said that he was like, but you know, he was on some homo type things too.
Right. Yeah.
But he had said he made a joke where he's talking about this girl and he said she was so fine I would suck on her daddy's dick.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh,
I was saying,
like, oh, okay.
Right. See, and Richard meant that.
Richard meant it because he was into that type of thing.
No
You
doubt.
know?
No doubt. Richard was into
So
that.
that's where that line comes from. For real.
Shit. You know, here's my thing, right? You can have that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you know, like when I hear it in that song, because I still play the songs or whatever.
Oh,
but
absolutely. My thing is
when
this. Anything,
Yeah.
I try to be careful. First off, anything that can be misconstrued, I'm not for that. You know what I'm saying? You gonna believe whatever you want, but in the same aspect, I'm always gonna cover my own ass the best way I can anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I'm like, for you to actually write that down and repeat it, I was like, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Where we going with this?
Right. How many people actually knew that was a Richard Pryor joke? How many people caught the
Probably didn't, because you know I'm old enough to say that I've listened to a lot of Richard Pryor albums and this, that, and the other. So yeah, that's when he said it. I was like, oh shit, that sounds familiar. But then once again, I was like, what made you put that in a rap song?
Right.
Like that was kind of suspect as hell, you know?
Especially in the time era where it was allegedly gangster rap.
Right, gangster rap.
Gangster about that.
And yeah, partner, that, you know, to me, certain things you ain't don't joke about, you know.
Yeah, man, shit.
It's gonna be looked at a certain way.
Shit, I was gonna say you could have did some rapping Duke for all that shit, duh. But you over there on that fun boy shit? No, that wouldn't.
Yeah, it's like okay,
that wasn't even fly.
Right. Like I'm gonna let you have that one.
Shit, you look. I don't want no parts of it. You definitely can have it. Shit,
you got it on that line.
Yes, sir, you did. It's all about you. One time.
Shit, for
real.
Okay.
Nah, man. They. It's unbelievable. Some of the shit they be saying.
Yeah, true enough.
Straight up, man. For real. I don't understand.
Yeah. You know, the little stories and interviews that everybody doing. I'm like, okay, y'all knew all this was going down and didn't say nothing. That's what gets me about entertainers. They wait until you at the point where you finna fall flat, then all these stories come out.
Yeah. I wonder why they do that. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, like, that happens so more than probably people understand.
Yeah. Kick a motherfucker while you down. That's my fucking
right.
Like kick a motherfucker while they down. Why?
Right.
I do not know.
It doesn't make you look good. I mean, because if you famous, you hanging out at this parties and this, that, and the other. Hell, go tell it unless you scared to tell it.
And I'm gonna say like this: tell it like it is, or shut the fuck up. Don't be trying to piggyback.
Right.
You know what I'm
saying? Don't wait till you get in a certain situation. Go, oh yeah, I knew he was doing that all the time.
Right.
Wait a minute, but you were there.
See, and you know when people do that shit. You know what I'm saying? When people do that type of shit, you piggybacking, so don't nobody look at you. You trying to shift the focus. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Why you trying to? I'm gonna put it all over there, so don't nobody be looking over here. Yeah, you see what he did over there? Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Right. You know, I've been looking at the different little, interviews and whatever, and folks coming out the woodwork. Oh yeah, man, Puffy took me here and we did this. I'm like, okay, but you volunteered to go. So what does that say about you?
Right. Here's the part that got me, right? I was sitting here I was sitting there when that shit happened, and when it was announced that he was taking off,
Mhm.
and I was sitting here tripping off, and I'm just watching this shit like, damn, this shit crazy. Damn, it's crazy as fuck. Pac would be over here cracking the fuck up if you can see this shit, right? And then it
Yeah.
dawned on me. I said, damn, remember that song Pac had on that Machiavelli? It was the name of the song is Against All Odds.
Yeah.
Do you remember what he said in the song?
You had to refresh my memory.
1 second. I'm
I
gonna
will
pull up,
listen to
I'm gonna
it.
pull up the exact lyrics for this motherfucker. Watch this shit, man. This shit crazy as fuck. Lyrics for Against All Odds. Bum, 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 bum. All right, here it is right here. So he says in the first verse, he says, Puffy, let's be honest. Hold on, where is it at? Yeah, he said, Puffy, let's be honest. You a sucker. No, he said you a punk and you would see me with gloves. Remember that shit you said in the vibe about me being a thug? You can tell the people you roll whatever you want, but you and I know what's going on.
What's going on? Right.
Payback. I knew you bitch niggas from way back. Witnessed me strapped with Max. Knew I wouldn't play that. All you old ass rappers trying to advance. It's all over now. Take it like a man.
Mm-hmm.
This is on the same album, Machiavelli. That listen to the title, Machiavelli the Don Columinati 7 Day Theory. Is crazy. This is the album where he was starting to expose things. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And he was saying this shit way back in 96, 96,
Right.
97. This dropped, but 96 he was murdered. In 96 is when he was saying this shit about what the fuck was going on. The motherfuckers didn't take heed to what he was saying then. You know what I'm saying? And it's just comical to me because, like, you know, Pac's energy, he the type of motherfucker. Man, nigga, I told you, motherfucker. See, I told you, niggas.
Right.
Yeah, that shit, man.
You know, that was one of the things I really liked about him because he would call people out.
Yes.
It wasn't no subliminal. It was like, hey, you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yeah, like I love that about him.
Yeah.
Like, you gonna say your name, you
right.
nigga. There's no
right.
So and so might, you know. It was like, hey, you.
And it in part because he understood at 25 or whenever he started to actually realize it, but 25 is when he was taken from us, right? At 25, by the age of 25, he understood there was nothing that no man could do to me that I couldn't do to you. He lived in fear of no man, literally. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and that's the mentality that you gotta have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like why I don't give a damn if it's a judge, a police officer. Like, what the fuck are you gonna do to me besides nothing? Unless I allow it to, and turn around, cuff up.
Exactly.
If I tell you no, what are you gonna do? You gonna reach? We gonna tussle.
Yeah, I mean, I took that same approach, you know.
Right, that part. Jamie said, "Look as soon as Puffy got into trouble with his ex-bodyguard. Bodyguard came out with the audio of Puffy clapping. Yeah, I did hear that. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, and that was like, okay, it was one of the things.
Right.
You actually took the time to stand around and record that.
Okay, so here we go.
You know, so I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like, if I know that's what's going on, man, I'm probably outside. I don't want to hear it.
Well,
I'm not gonna stand there and record it because those are two grown men.
No, okay, but here's where I'm going with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the event, if it's not consensual, right?
Mm-hmm.
We know it's called rape. We know it's a crime,
right?
Grown man or otherwise, right? Here's my issue with that. The same shit that this nigga did is that this bodyguard did. It's the same bullshit that everybody did when George Floyd was getting snuffed the fuck out.
Right.
So
they recorded.
I feel like right. So I feel like the same fucking time you're gonna get Puffy, get that nigga the same fucking time because you ain't do shit to try and help. You see what I'm saying? You sit the fuck around, but you ain't did nothing to try to intervene.
Right, because if you felt like dude was being raped,
right,
I would think you got some kind of moral standard and say, hey, let me break this shit up.
Right, that part. You know what I'm saying?
But you gonna stand there and record it.
And then we're gonna go, right. And then let's go a step further with it, right? We ain't talking about a party goer, right? Remember, I seen the interview that she talking about. Yeah, I was at the party, and I, every drink in that motherfucker was spiked. Exactly. I don't drink. This is what he said. I don't drink. Every drink in there was spiked. Everybody was passed out in that motherfucker. I was just faking it. You not just a party goer, my nigga. You his bodyguard, which means you been around this shit, which means you know this shit been going on, nigga.
You an accessory.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. So that's what I was like.
I feel like
you recorded because I heard the recording. I was like, "Whoa, man, that's
that part.
That's something I really didn't want to hear."
Right. But I feel like that nigga just pulled a Keefy D. You see what I'm saying? I feel like that nigga just told on himself. Rack that nigga.
That ain't even dry snitching. That's just outright, saying, "Hey, he did it, and I was okay with it."
Right. This is how we get.
That's pretty much what you're saying. That's how we get that.
Right. This is how we get down to bad boy camp. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
We want them bad boys. Right. Mm-hmm.
Right. You saying you cool with that. I mean, homeboy or not, or whatever the case was. Yeah. You doing something foul. I'm gonna have to break that off, man. Right. Be like, hey, man, what you doing?
In fact, listen, when I heard that shit, and I recorded the shit after I got finished going in there breaking that shit up, that recording was my recognition letter. I mean, my resignation letter.
Resignation. Yeah. I didn't be like, hey, man, look, I can't do this, man. No.
Nigga, look, I work for you, nigga. I don't even want a bottle of water from your motherfucking ass no more. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, go and get you one of them bottle of water out the refrigerator, homie. Nah, shit, man, I go get mine from the store. You got me fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want nothing.
I see what you own, so it's like, hey, man, I ain't going for that one.
For real, listen. And as an employee,
I just work for you. No,
listen. I don't give a damn if I just got finished taking a piss. I'm not even washing my hands in your sinks because I might absorb it. Man, I don't know what the fuck you got going on in this motherfucker, man. Come on, man.
Because that proves he was involved in a lot more than he telling.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That ain't no one-time thing.
That's all I'm saying.
You was involved in a lot.
Yes, that's all I'm saying. And then so I seen this the latest video I saw. They said it was the reason why they raided was because Puffy had adopted this little white girl that was missing since 2014. Okay, this is the story you going with, right?
Right. So
he adopted this little white girl that's been missing since 2014. We now in 24. That's 10 years, right? All right, cool. Right. This is the story y'all going with, right? So Puffy done fled the goddamn country. He adopted this 14-year-old girl that's been missing for 10 years. Where the fuck is she at now?
There you go.
So that's some bullshit. You're chasing Puffy. This is the reason why you're saying that you raided the spot, but then you didn't say you returned the girl back home, and this shit ain't on the fucking news. When them girls came up missing in Cleveland and shit, and they finally escaped that dude, you know what I'm saying? He had him up under the house and shit, you know what I'm saying? For over 10, 20 years, some shit like that, right? That shit was all over the goddamn news, nationwide. The girls made it home. They doing follow-up stories. Where the fuck is this girl that been missing for 10 years, man? Miss me with the bullshit.
What her parents? Where her family at?
Right.
Nobody spoke up and said, "Hey, she's been missing."
Right. So this girl been missing for 10 years. Puffy adopt. So you mean to tell me Puffy didn't know the girl was missing?
Right. Okay.
Puffy just okay. So let's say he did adopt the little girl. Where the fuck she come from?
Where she come from?
She just showed up at his house, and Puffy's like, "Oh, you're a pretty little something. Come on, I want to adopt you."
Come on, yeah, come on with me.
Shit don't add up, man.
No, it don't. That's why I said a lot of times these news stories, I just take it with a grain of salt because I'm like, something don't make sense.
Look, I feel you. Hey, look, grain of salt. I ain't taking it with nothing. I'm just dissecting and saying, okay.
I really do. That's what's funny about, like, you know, me and my girl, we'll watch the news, and there'd be certain situations where I'd be like, oh, like just recently, college student from Missouri, right? He went down to Nashville, was partying with his frat brothers, and he came up missing.
Okay.
Right. So they had video of him walking through the streets of Nashville, at different times.
All right.
Now he was missing about a good week before they reported it, right?
Right.
So we watching the news. First thing I said, dude dead. She said,
right.
How you know? I said, he dead.
Right.
And she said, no, he just missing. I said, no, listen, he dead.
Right.
So probably a couple of days later, they found his ID like on the side of a ravine in the woods or whatever. And sure enough, he was dead. And I said, didn't I tell you that dude was dead?
Yeah.
And she said, how did you know that? I said, read between the lines. I said, the news going to give you so much.
Right.
But you got to really figure out what the hell is going on.
100.
Right. 100. And, it was like another instance where this guy and his girl went and dropped off the kids at daycare, right?
Okay.
And they both disappeared. And I even told it in that instance. No, they both disappeared, and come to find out the dude was in Iowa somewhere when they tracked him down. Couldn't find the girl. Once again, I said, I'm gonna tell you what happened. I said he dropped off the kids, they got into an argument, and he killed the girl.
Right.
She was like, how do you know that? I said, wait, her body gonna come up somewhere between here and Iowa. I said, that body gonna show up. Sure enough, somewhere in Illinois, they found her body. I said, what did I tell you? I said, look, I'm not a detective, but I got common sense. I said, I can listen to this shit and tell you what actually went down without being there.
Right.
But read
it's like put it together. Yeah.
I said, read between the lines. I said, we can watch the same story, and she be so optimistic, like, oh, they're gonna find that person. I'm like, nah, they did.
Right. See, here's the thing, right? You got 24 hours to solve a crime. Anything over 24 hours, the case gets colder and colder and colder. What's there to be optimistic about? Let's be realistic.
Yeah, it's like, be realistic. And I understand, family be on TV like, oh, we're looking for them and we're trying to find them and this and that. And it'd be times where I want to call up these families and say, hey, I hate to tell you this, but they're dead.
Right. Give up
the search. Just give up the search. It ain't gonna be no weeks later.
No.
I'm like, they're dead. I know you don't want to face it, but you might have to deal with that.
I mean, shit, the sooner you start, the sooner, listen, go on, start your grieving process. Shit.
Yeah.
Jamie said it wasn't a one-time thing. He said he wanted, talking about Puffy. He said it wasn't a one-time thing. He said he wanted some kind of insurance in case they tried to say he was involved. She said, why wasn't that on the news? Talking about the little girl that was
the little girl that was it was like nobody heard about that.
Right. So she then in turn says Jay-Z's mistress that was murdered, and Jay-Z's first child, Blue Ivy, is actually the mistress' child. Are you talking about Aaliyah? Because that was the only mistress I know of.
Yeah, that's I'm like, what mistress?
Right. Beyonce faked the pregnancy. I'm not sure what mistress you're talking about. The only person I know prior to Beyonce was Aaliyah. Not to say that's not I mean, not to say that's the only chick, but you
But
got to figure like in the chronological order of
right, and
mistresses.
then I know there was another child that another woman, but I would say that
Mhm.
supposedly had a miscarriage
Uh, shit, I don't
because
know.
if you remember the song, what is it? Is it For the Fam? The one with Emil and Benny and
Yes,
Memphis Bleak.
right.
There's a line in there where he said, "I'm about to have my first child, and there's more frightening."
Ah, shit. Hey, that dude, man.
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh, okay." You get ready to have
Right,
a child, then all of a
right,
sudden, this whoever this chick was, she had a miscarriage, and I was
right.
like, "That's interesting."
Shit, man. Listen, I tell you what, we can find out the truth. We just gotta sit back and watch enough.
Yeah, you gotta analyze it and break
Hey,
it
hey,
down. 'Cause it's
watch,
like,
watch his lyrics and go
mhm,
watch the interviews with Damon. Any recent interviews or around that time period with Damon Dash. Dame can't
dang,
stand it. He's telling all everything about that motherfucker, man. He telling it all.
yeah,
Jamie say, I don't remember her name, but it was all over Facebook and TikTok.
really,
Yeah, shit. Hey, listen, TikTok, man, is very reliable.
it is.
That's why they're trying to shut it down because
Right,
the people who own the people who the creators of TikTok will not sell the algorithm to the United States so they can control the
mhm,
narrative. So they want to ban
yeah,
it in the United States.
yeah, of
That is
course,
where you're gonna
yeah,
get your most reliable news, or let me
hmm
rephrase that: your most reliable world news is gonna come from
yeah,
TikTok.
yeah, because it's truly like a free speech thing.
Yeah,
It's like
100%.
people get on there, record, or they'll say stuff, and you'll go, okay, I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Hey, you ain't got to worry about no banning and all that bullshit. And
Hmm
yeah, go on over there and say what's on your mind. Go over there and watch. If you want to know what's going on over there in Serbia, you're gonna run across some people from Serbia that's gonna sit up and tell it. Yeah, that part. Because the Americans cannot control the narrative, so they sick as fuck with that shit. Yeah. They're like, man, fuck that shit. Get these motherfuckers up. Shit, shut it down. Oh no, you won't. Shit.
Exactly.
Oh no, you won't. Yeah, buddy. Shit. I don't know why I keep going to my page locked, man. I ain't locking nothing around here. I'm telling it like it is.
Yeah, hey, and might be trying to censor you now.
Hey, listen. One thing we said, two things we said. You can do it. I won't allow it. Nope. Diplomatic community.
You gonna declare yourself as a sovereign nation?
Yeah, no doubt. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, she said her name is Kathy. Kathy
Kathy
White.
White. Never heard of that one.
Me neither. No clue. No clue.
Never heard that story. Wow.
I never heard of her.
You know what? For a while, I thought it was Blue Cantrell.
Hey, I mean,
Because
shit.
why would you name your daughter after an ex
Right,
girl?
right. Blue Cantrell. What was that girl's name? Rihanna. Foxy Brown. Aaliyah. Like any female. Any
Yeah,
female that he quote unquote mentored. He.
right.
Yeah.
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 Wow. That's crazy.
They was that's what I said, man. In the industry, it's a dirty game.
Oh
Uh
yeah, very
Lil
dirty.
Kim, she lived up to it. You know what I'm saying? She lived up to
Yeah,
the name, she lived up to the hype. But realistically, they just pass arounds. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, and I'm like, I mean, that's what you want. That's what you want. But
Right.
I ain't never been that type that's been like, if you mess with a girl, now I want to get with her. I'm like, no,
Right.
man, that
Right.
ain't that ain't that ain't my get down. You know,
Right. There's not
I
a
don't.
go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was saying, I don't care how good I think she looks. I ain't never been into that.
Right. There's not a female in the industry that came in on her own that wasn't brought in through a male.
No, not at all. And then they've been really destroyed when you look at it.
hmm
They
And it's
did
crazy,
something.
but it's crazy because the female that actually changed the game. No, let me rephrase it. She didn't change anything.
Hmm.
Essentially, she did. She did because they weren't originally rapping like that at first. But the
So,
female that actually laid down the blueprint for every female to pass now to come into the industry was Lil Kim.
yeah, exactly. Because as soon as what's her name, Nicki Minaj came out, I was like, huh,
Johnny
seen this
yeah,
before.
exactly.
Yeah, I'm like we seen this before.
Right. Foxy was a spitter. Okay. Uh,
Yeah,
uh, 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 Mama Mia didn't blow up.
right.
China White was too masculine. So it wasn't believable. You know what I'm saying? Pump, letting off shots, little Glock, like, you know what I'm saying? She like, damn, what is she? A female Benny Siegel? Like shit, she fucking sound like a female Rambo and shit. So like they didn't push her. Shauna, she was into making motherfuckers dance. Uh Charlie Baltimore, she was the competitor. Well, she was the competitor to she was a carbon copy of Foxy Brown and the competitor to
To Cam.
Little Kim, right?
Yeah.
There's not a female, even a Mill. A Mill came in. She was a rapping version of Ashanti.
She was horrible.
I'm sorry.
I said she was horrible.
You know what?
Horrible.
They used to crack jokes and say that she was a drag queen.
It don't matter. It was just
She was not
horrible.
to look at. You know what I'm saying?
She was horrible. It was like, I don't care if somebody else wrote it. I was like, boy, they set you up for failure. I was like, you are horrible.
Shit. What about what's up, Minecraft? What's happening? What about Ice Spice? Who is Ice Spice?
More garbage.
You know about Ice Spice? I've never heard of Ice Spice.
Yeah, more garbage. She looked like a little orphan Annie.
Oh, word.
Yeah, you can Google a picture of her right quick.
All right, for sure.
But if you listening to that, then yeah, I mean, I know that's part of this new generation. But
Oh yeah, I see her. Yeah, she's
yeah,
like a little redhead Asian.
yeah, but it's like beyond that, you know, she
I
pure
ain't never,
garbage,
yeah, I
just
was
trash.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's a
she's
kid.
trash.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Ain't nothing she talking about that would even catch
Right.
me.
It's nothing that would make you go, huh? I like that song. No,
Yeah, yeah.
you go, oh, come on, for real. This is
Hey,
what we doing nowadays.
you know who used to get me though, man? This girl could spit her ass off. Not only could she spit, but she was pretty as fuck.
Who was that?
Vita,
Yeah,
man,
because
that girl, man, she was hard.
she was around the right people. She was
Yeah,
around the right people.
yeah,
But you see what happened with her career.
yeah, yeah. Who
It
that
went
chick?
nowhere.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Right. It went nowhere.
Vita, man, she was killing that mother.
Right. That's a tight one, but
Yeah, Vita
she
was
went,
hot, man. Straight up. Her and
she
Eve.
went nowhere.
Eve was a beast.
Right.
Man, when she first came in, she
Yeah.
had mothers really scratching their head like, oh man.
Yeah, like her. Right.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, okay. I'm like,
Right.
she had a little harmony
Right.
with it too. I was like,
Hmm.
yeah, I think I'm gonna start paying attention to these Rough Riders right quick.
Right.
Yeah,
That made you focus on them more.
yeah,
Because
real talk.
oh,
What's up, bro? How you doing, man?
it's
Yeah,
like they got
man.
a female in there, so yeah, it's like
Yeah,
okay.
100. Shit,
Like
like,
they really doing it.
yeah, and like I said, she had some solid music. It
Right.
had message. It wasn't some trashy shit. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't talking about who she laid up with, how many she swallowed, and all this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that seemed to be the thing nowadays, and it's like,
yes, Eve was definitely.
How is that even classified as being music?
You know what? I said it before. I'm gonna say it again. Hip hop. No, not hip hop, because there's a difference between hip hop
Rap.
Okay. Rap, right. Rap was created, not created, I'm sorry. Rap is now a vehicle to humiliate urban culture.
Yeah.
Let's put it out there. Black people, period. Okay.
Yeah.
And this is the reason why I'm saying this. There's various genres of music: country, hip hop, rap, metal, heavy metal, death metal, grunge. When it comes to females, there's not a pop singer, there's not a country singer, there's not an R&B female R&B singer. She can talk about her pain, her breakup, but she is not going to degrade herself in her music. She's not forced to degrade herself. She's not going to sit up and tell you how many dicks she sucked, how many laps she bounced off of. The males in pop, R&B, bluegrass, any other genre, even death metal, hell. They ain't talking about how many people they shot up, murdered, this, that, and the third. But we have to deface ourselves and turn ourselves into criminals in order to be successful.
But not only that, even if you try to say, well, you know, y'all listen to this person and that person, it still was a message somewhere.
Oh yeah.
You know, now it's just flat out, hey, I'm a whore. Pay attention to me.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. It's marketable. But the thing about it is it's only marketable for Black women.
Yeah, but no, I wouldn't even say women. Let's drop that down a level. Young girls.
Okay, fair enough.
Young Black girls are looking at that and going,
girls,
"Oh,
right. because the thing about it is,
she getting a bag." Because a woman is not going to sit back and go, "Oh, right. I love her."
Right.
You know?
Right. There's not the reason why I say okay. So Black girls, then young Black girls. The reason why I'm saying that there's white female rappers that have not really made it to superstar status, but nonetheless they have had a nice little run, solid career where they got money in their pocket, are known, right? But yet still, when you listen to their music,
they're not taking that route.
It ain't about to.
Yeah.
I spread my legs and put it behind my head.
Right.
You know I'm saying, right.
They just trying to rap, and in all honesty,
yeah, that's all. They just trying to, they trying to make music.
I haven't found one that I was willing to listen to, but you know,
right.
It's like at least they're trying, making an effort.
Exactly. Darnell says the rap with females is now an agenda. 100%. I agree with you.
Yeah, I believe that.
Absolutely. James says most degrading of females is female rappers. 100%.
Oh yeah.
She says they want these kids to be over sexualized between the music and the clothes. But again, that is true. But again, since the beginning of time, anything that we've been doing, Europeans want to emulate or copy, right?
Yeah.
So with that being said, they've always said they never wanted their children listening to our music. When Frankie Lyman, why do we fall in love? Oh no, we're banning that. We're not listening to that. That's jungle music. But then Elvis turned around and sang the same fucking song.
Right.
He stole these songs or had a black writer. He's up there gyrating his hips in front of all these little white girls, and it was acceptable.
And it was lovable.
Right. Yeah. So now let's fast forward some decades ahead, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now more white folks are listening to music, to rap music, our culture. But who do they claim is the king of hip hop?
Eminem.
Not KRS-One, none of the pioneers, Eminem.
Right. But don't get it wrong now. M is good.
I'm not saying he's not talented, but here's the thing.
Right.
Even Eminem tells you, I pay homage to the pioneers, he said, because realistically,
this is where he got it from.
Yeah, I'm the best rapper, but realistically, he says, I'm not the best at all. I'm the best at what I do.
I heard him say that, yeah.
Right. The thing about it is, you got to understand, and Eminem is humble as shit. Like he said, I'm the best at what I do. Why? Because what I do, nobody else can do it. KRS-One is the best at what he does, nobody else can do it. But now
he's known.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, I was saying it's been interviews and whatever where he paid homage to everybody that came before him because he knows if it wasn't for them, he wouldn't have got a chance.
Thank you. But it took for, like KRS-One said, hip hop is 50 years old. It took for them to have somebody. It took for them to have a white rapper for them to say, in 50 years, to say, oh, we want to invite you to the hip hop award. That's why they boycotted that shit, man. Fuck all that shit, man. We've been doing this shit for how long? And you just now want to come and say, hey, this is your self-proclaimed, not self-proclaimed. This is who you claim as the king of hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
We've been doing this shit for how long? Hell, KRS-One's still out here spitting.
They're right.
And you saying he the king? If you want to be honest, realistically, we wouldn't even have the term hip hop if it wasn't for KRS-One.
He was the first one to say it.
The originator, the innovator. The original blueprint was not Jay-Z. The original blueprint was KRS-One. And remember we were talking about earlier, I'm not a writer, I'm a biter for big and others, bigging up my burl, bigging up my brothers. He tell you out his goddamn mouth. You know what I'm saying? So, goddamn serpent. So, so like, you gotta figure like, yo, like, and I'm not taking anything from M because I like M. Okay. Yeah. I like him. I love his music. In fact, I have every album that he's ever made. Okay.
Oh wow, you better than me.
Including, wait a minute, listen, including his bootlegs. You know what I'm saying? So, thanks to the digital era, you know what I'm saying? The same way with Pac, I got every album that he's ever dropped, including his demo tape. So, like, yeah, I'm there. But the thing about it is to say he is the king of hip hop.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that.
How? Who did you dethrone?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Who did you dethrone? Because in order to take the crown from a king, to take the throne from a king, the king has to die.
Right.
So who died for you to take this throne? You've not battle rapped any of the pioneers.
Right.
You've not done a feature with any of the pioneers. So where the hell did you come up with? Where did M get the title of king of hip hop? The best rapper alive. I don't want to do opinions. I want some facts.
Mm-hmm.
We know who owns the record labels.
Yeah.
We know who's pushing the narrative on the ticker tape. I'm just saying. Just like there's people that they don't let in the industry, just like there's people that they don't let in the NBA. There's people who are not a part of the cool kid club. There's people that were way better than Michael Jordan. Pee Wee Kirkland for one.
Right.
Willie Mandigoat for two. There's people that were way better than Jordan that never got a chance to get in the fucking league, whether it was for drugs or for whatever reason it was. There's people that are way better than Eminem that have never been able to cut an album. Or been able to cut a record, rather. I'm just saying, man. Like I'm not trying to take nothing from him, but in the same, because he's very talented. But my thing is this: one thing for sure, two things for certain. I don't know where you got that title from.
No,
I don't.
I don't either. No, I don't know who gave it to him.
Right. What does this say? Why do they have sorry boys? Sorry boys, daddy said I can't date yet on infant clothing. Where the hell? Who? Where you? Who closed the line you talking about? Get in that comment section, man. What clothing line you talking about? Darnell say he's going, but he doesn't really talk about anything for real. Yeah, nowadays he definitely I can agree with you on that. M has run out of stuff to talk about. You got to figure like this, right? That's because he's no longer relevant.
Yeah.
At this point, he's sitting up watching the news. You know what I'm saying? He's no longer doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? As far as like he ain't out here, he ain't kicking in the partying. Truth be told, let's keep it $150. If he was still out here in the midst of shit, he'd have been at one of them puffy parties. And that shit would have came out in one of his goddamn songs. He would have told every goddamn thing.
Yeah, probably would have.
I'm just saying. That's how Slim Shady was. You know what I'm saying? Slim Shady wasn't afraid to say nothing. He talked about his own goddamn mama. If you talk about your mama, goddamn you on the record, goddamn you know what I'm saying? You can talk about anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, mama. Shit.
Yeah.
Straight up. King of hip hop was Pac. Nobody will ever recreate his reach. Ooh-wee.
That's debatable.
Hey, Minecraft. Bonus points right there, man. I'm feeling you, man.
I'm gonna say that's debatable.
Hey, he just redeemed himself. Hey, man, listen. And say that's debatable. You got my vote.
Yeah, because I know that's your boy, but I'm gonna say that's debatable. I'm gonna say that's debatable.
All right, so who would you? All right, debatable. Real quick, let me go back to that. Who would you give it to?
Okay, you gotta understand my age, right?
Of course, 100.
Rakim.
Oh shit! Hey, listen.
Hands down.
Hey, you said it did.
If you want to start a top 5 list,
yes,
he's always going to be my number one, and you can fill in the blanks as you see, please.
Okay. Now I got one question. For you. Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead. The reason he is not as noticeable as everybody else is because of record sales.
100.
But 100. You can go back through all his catalog, and I guarantee you'll go, oh my God.
Oh,
this is why everybody was trying to sound like him.
Right.
They won't admit it, but if they were honest with themselves,
yes.
When he came out, everybody changed their flow. The only person who didn't was KRS-One.
100.
But
100.
If I had to create a top 5 list, it's going to start with Rakim, and I can throw anybody else in the other 4 slots.
Okay. Now, I'm not taking anything from what you said, right? I'm just going to ask you this one question.
Okay.
Did you hear what the God said about Pac, though?
Yeah, I did hear what he said about him. And he gives homage to,
yes,
other rappers.
Yes, he does.
He does. But I mean, his shit is so smooth, it's almost like listening to a jazz album. It goes beyond rap. You know what I'm saying? You can play that and go, well, damn, when did this come out? And it came out like 85, 86.
Yes.
It's timeless music to me.
Yes, it's classic.
And I'm not taking nothing away from Pac or anybody else, but when people want to start giving out labels, I would tell you, sit down, listen to everything he made, and then you go, oh shit.
All right,
Like, wow, this dude was amazing.
I gotta ask, what was your favorite album? What's your favorite Rakim album?
Follow the Leader.
Woo-wee.
So anybody want to go Google it, YouTube it, and download it, Follow the Leader. Just sit back and listen.
Okay, it's fire. It's fire. Hey, listen, I look. It's fire.
Sit back and listen.
I ain't knocking it. It's fire.
I mean, Eric B for President was just the beginning.
Paid in Full was the shit.
The Paid in Full album was cool.
Right.
But if I gotta pick one of his albums, Follow the Leader. I still play that to this day. It's like,
yeah.
Shit. Now I sit back and go, man, this dude was just, I don't know why he didn't get to the level he should have been at.
Now, Pete, I'm glad you said that, right? My favorite album by him is not because of what he was saying per se, but because he came back after so many years into a new era to let it be known that I still can do this shit. That 18th letter in 1997.
18th letter, yeah, I got that one too. Yeah,
fire. Oh man,
yeah.
Fire.
But
that
it was one of the things that that was reaching that point to where
I still got it.
I still get it, and that was one of the things where he reached the point to where things was coming so commercial.
Yes,
that he wasn't looked at in the right way. But yeah, that's enough. That's like my second favorite.
Yes. Hey man, when he came with that motherfucker, dun 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 dun,
it's right. That guess who's back? Oh man, I was like, oh my goodness.
It was like, man, when it dropped, right? It was crazy when it dropped. Right. I remember I was like, damn. I was like, who the fuck is this? This Rakim? Like, hold up.
Right.
Shit, like, he back for real. You know what I'm saying?
Didn't change his flow. He just rode the beat.
No, it's smooth as shit. Let it be known to these
shit. I mean, voice me.
Y'all better watch out.
So it's like, damn.
Yeah.
He showed me that, hey, I still can roll now.
Yeah, and then you got to realize, right? This is because that album dropped in '97. Okay, by this time, Pac's gone. Biggie's on his way out. So this is where the battle for the throne of New York is at full height. So now you got Jay-Z popping up on some hot shit. You got Nas, like shit, what it is, you know what I'm saying? This is when he got that ether flow going on and all this type of thing. Like, it's like, whoa, and here he come, like just out of nowhere, like we was not expecting no album from this cat.
And then another thing, if you realize it, can you name one person that's made a diss track about him?
Shit, you'd be crazy to do so.
That would be suicide. That would be career suicide if you did that.
Man, listen.
I can't think of one rapper that said, yeah, I'm
gonna tell you like this. You got a better chance battling Chris, KRS-One. You got a better chance battling him than Rakim.
I wouldn't even say that because his live shows, man, he tore people apart.
No shit.
He tore people apart. But yeah, I mean, you could you can say that maybe Pac is the king of hip hop in your opinion. That's why I said it's debatable. Because to me,
absolutely,
it starts with Rakim. You can ask any rapper in the business, and they'll tell you that's the God.
Right.
Right.
And that's exactly what they call him. Jamie said,
yeah, they call him
the 100%. Hey, listen, and it's at first it was because of, I believe, like the lyrical content. He was on the 5% teachings. You know what I'm saying? So,
and a lot of people didn't understand that. So even to this day, you have to understand that philosophy to really truly understand what he's getting at.
100. Listen, man. Listen, and that's the thing. Like he's so on some real shit. So like paving the way, homage, right? Without Rakim, well, first off, without KRS-One, there is no hip hop, right? Big Daddy Kane, the Juice Crew. But without Rakim, there's no Pac, there's no Wu-Tang.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? We talking
Yeah.
about there's no Naughty by Nature, there's no Tretch, there's none of that.
None of that. Yeah.
None of that. All that step to this. There's none of
Yeah.
that, which means
That
you don't
was
have
all you.
right. You don't have Nas.
No, you definitely don't have Nas.
Yeah, because Nas is the closest thing to Rakim right now.
Yeah.
In
Exactly.
modern day, let me say in modern day.
Yeah.
Darnell say the white folks who run the labels 100%. Absolutely, I agree with you percent. I know what you're talking about there. We was talking about kids' clothing.
Mm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's a good one. She was talking about Follow the Leader. Hip hop is becoming commercial. Killed a lot of really good artists because they didn't do drama and BS. Yes, I can agree. Yes, Darnell, I feel you on that one. Minecraft. Eric B and Rakim are the best rap duo of all time, no doubt. Ooh-wee.
Yeah. Yeah.
And trust and believe, it was a lot of them out there in that time period.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot, but
I see you, cuz. Yeah.
that's, to me, that's the original blueprint. You know what I'm saying?
And then here's the thing, right? Like so Pete, you rocking. Yeah, man, we touching everything. It's open discussion tonight, man. Anything that you got on mind, pop in, man. We tapping in on everything. You got to figure like in that time period, everything had to be created.
Right.
This cat was in there on two tectonics, turntables. First off, man, let me for those of you who have heard scratching, taps. For those who DJ, y'all know what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
I'm gonna tell you straight up, man. That right there in itself, DJing on the turntables, the ones and twos, the original, that's what ones and twos mean. One turntable, two turntable, ones and twos. Listen, that's an art form in itself. Because I tell you what, the coordination it takes to do that shit,
You got to be on it.
motherfucker. Listen, a true DJ on the turntables, from the moment that he drops that first needle on that record, he don't stop moving.
Mhm.
The goddamn song is over, and he got to keep the constant motion so that his artist can spit the song.
Right.
And then the thing about it is this ain't pre-recorded, so he doing this shit live. So if the motherfucker, because they used to whoop motherfuckers' asses behind this shit. You bump the goddamn table if you want to. You done fucked up the whole goddamn.
Yeah.
They gonna rap back.
Yeah. That was a fight. Yeah, that was an instant fight.
Man, he gonna warn you once. After that, man, bottles is gonna fly. You getting the fuck up out of here. You done bumped the table. You done fucked up the whole party. Straight up. What's
Yeah,
up,
'cause
man? How you doing?
I had a partner of mine that was DJing, right?
Mhm.
And I would go with him, set up, and keep people away from the table.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was like, he was like, I need you to, be that dude. I was like, yeah, okay, no doubt.
100%, man. It's crazy because, like, I tell you what, like now, these DJs, they got it easy because now this shit is digital. You know what I'm saying?
Not only that, you got a lot of these celebrity DJs. You got people like Paris Hilton DJing a party.
Are you serious?
Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, and getting paid top dollar to do it.
I mean, shit, she ain't doing nothing but playing off a goddamn playlist.
You just playing records. You ain't impressing me. You know, do a 360s. I want you to scratch, do a 360 and still keep the pace.
Man, listen, I don't even want listen.
You know, show me
I
something.
would you say something on the basic side, just a 360? Because I tell you what,
Something, just basic way.
they be on, then they hit it with the elbow.
Exactly. Elbow, they nose,
Man,
take
I'm
their
like,
shoes
whoa,
off.
all right,
Like, oh,
hell
but
yeah,
all you doing is playing songs and getting paid like
yeah.
it ain't
And
no joke.
look, nigga on the crossfader, right? He hits you with that. Dun, 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 dun,
Right. He
pump it up.
he got one song going for a good 5 minutes. You know, just
man.
one song.
Yes, you know what I'm saying? They blending in the music and all this type of shit. You spinning 3, and then here's the thing, right? You might have started with 2 albums. So let's say you got Eric B and Rakim on the table 1. On table 2, you got Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince on this one, right? Now, mind you, he got his headset. Hold on, I gotta show it. He got his headset. Now, there's a reason why he got one ear in this motherfucker like this, or he might have it down like this, or he might have it like this, just depending on what type of head he got. You know what I'm saying? Me, I got that old peanut, so you know what I'm saying? I'm a phone like this. You know what I'm saying? I got to be able to hear this motherfucker because it's coming out of the speakers. Now,
the speakers as well.
In this ear, I'm hearing what's coming through the table number 2. You know what I'm saying? I got to be able to blend this CrossFit and make it flawless, man. This shit crazy.
Exactly.
Crazy. Cuz say top 3 MCs of all time. KRS-One, Rakim, and Big Daddy Kane. We just talked about that. Oh, hold up. We got one that we missed. DJ Kool Herc, the King. Yes, sir. Man, he taking me back like a motherfucker. DJ Spectrum for the MC in the party. Yes, sir, he does. Master of ceremonies. Yes, sir. Let's see what we got. Jamie said, yes, I agree. It's not easy and to know every song word for word and beat by heart. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that's true.
Facts. He say, I'm glad they bringing vinyl back. Man, listen, you can go to Walmart and pick up vinyl for dirtball cheap now. Yes, sir, you can.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. Jamie says, with the old school type of DJ off vinyl. Yes. Man. Manny say, I'm going back to buy vinyl. I know that's right. So, LOL, Mr. Peter, get off my head. Minecraft, Manny, you got a shout out, man. Manny, they some old head picks. Hey, man, ain't no Thundercat, man.
Ain't no youngins up in there.
100 though. Listen, they are old head picks, but you gotta understand something. Without old heads, right? Which is like your parents, right?
Right, you wouldn't be here.
Call them dinosaurs, but without the old heads, you wouldn't be here.
Right.
What more could I? You said you was a Pac fan, right? I'm
right.
Like this. What more could I say? I wouldn't be here today if the old school didn't pave the way. All right.
There you go. Man. Prime example.
Yeah. So don't
Prime
keep
example.
On the old heads, man. Old heads,
that's
straight up, real talk.
Right, you talking about old head picks? Maybe you should. Maybe you should take some time out and listen to him.
And you know what? He might not have realized. You know, what I'm saying, he's like, damn, shit. You know, what I'm saying, that's crazy. But shit.
Go back and listen to him. Then don't just look at it as old as old head music. Just go back and listen to it, and you'll probably go, oh, okay, I see what they're talking about.
You're gonna find some gems. In fact, you'll find a lot of comparisons as to who influenced who. In fact, and it's not just music, man. You're gonna find it everywhere. If you like comedy, right? So let's say like you like Cat Williams, all right, Bernie Mac. But then go back a generation, you got Eddie Murphy. Go back a generation before that, you got the Signified Monkey. You got Robin Harris. Go back a generation before that, you got Red Fox. You got Richard Pryor. You go back a generation before that, the originator of the Signified Monkey, You know what I'm saying? Which was Dolomite, Rudy Ray Moore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go back a generation before that. You got Mom Mabley and all this shit. Go back before that, you got Blackface, but neither here nor there. Everything's got an origin. Somewhere's got to start. But the thing about it is, without old school, man, you wouldn't have present.
Exactly.
There you go. There you go. That's your history lesson for the day, man.
Right. I mean, you just gotta just go back and listen. Don't just say, "Oh, that's some old stuff. I don't want to hear it." Go back and take a listen.
Right. Jamie say, right, pick up some old school shit. Hell yeah, pick up some old school. You might learn something. Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this, right? So peep this, right? One more thing. Because you heard it here from a female, right? She said, right, pick up some old school, might learn something, right? And I'm gonna tell you like this. This is kind of crazy, but I'm gonna show you the connection. One thing for sure, two things for certain. We all know about homosexuals, heterosexuals, et cetera, right? One of the things that a lot of people don't realize, right? There's this thing called a sapiosexual. These are people that are attracted to intellect. You will find more females are attracted to intellectual guys, those who have a little bit of knowledge about life and themselves, than just somebody that just look good or got some fucking money. Put that in your pocket, bro. Got you some free game. Straight up, real shit. Manny say, KRS-One told y'all I'm still number one. Yes, sir. Yes, he did. In fact, remember that was the issue between him and Cornelius. For those who don't know what we talking about, him and Nelly. All right. Nelly came out with that I am number one, and KRS-One said, "You got me fucked up," and came out with a response to that shit. So the fuck
and you know what? I'm gonna tell you like this. That was one of the weakest battles ever.
Bruh, yes, it was, but it's
because I was like,
funny.
when KRS-One came out with his response to that, I was like, dude, it's like you beating up on a little kid right now.
Yeah, that was child abuse, like a motherfucker.
Nelly is not no lyrical genius.
Yes, that was child abuse.
Okay, so it was like, come on, man, just swallow your ego.
Yes, that was child abuse. Like
it was like, come on, you just everybody in St. Louis was like, oh, come on, KRS.
Yeah, no doubt.
Ain't no use even. Why did you waste studio time responding to Nelly? It's like, come on, man.
Right, that's a fact.
It ain't nobody in this city that walks around and go, "Oh, Nelly was one of the greats." No, he was just good at the lane he was in.
I'm gonna say like this, right? Nelly was. Nelly, I'm not gonna say he was the voice.
Hey, baby.
Nelly was the ambassador of St. Louis.
Somebody want to visit.
What's up, little lady?
Say hi.
Hey, baby.
Say hi. Say hi.
Hi. She said, I'm liking this. What's this? What can I push?
Yeah, she always curious.
Hey, swag. There you go, right there. Jamie said, I'm definitely one of them as far as being attracted to intellect. Manny say, cuz say, what the fuck was that? That song told us back then,
I said,
which is true today. Yes, sir, it did. Nelly is more of a performer, but he got hits. Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Yeah, he got hits. I'm not denying that. But I mean, as far as like me, I like lyrical content, so it was like, okay, I'll listen to it because we pretty much had no choice being in St. Louis. No, seriously, it was like we was held hostage to his music. All right, it was like when that Country Grammar came out, they played it. All jokes aside, for like 3 hours straight.
Yeah, I remember that.
So we heard every song on the album.
Right.
And I was like, okay, let's see where this goes. But I wasn't like, oh, this the next lyrical master to hit the rap game.
Right. Because I tell you what, right, in all fairness, I was there. I was there when that happened. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
As you already know, I was there when that happened.
Right.
Lyrically, I'm gonna say this right, and a lot of people may not agree with me. Lyrically, Chingy was more lyrical than Nelly.
Right.
His delivery wasn't as clean
No,
as
it
Nelly,
wasn't.
but he's lyrically more inclined than Nelly. Hell, the Schoolboy was Murphy Ali.
Yeah, he was better than Nelly.
That nigga, what the hood?
Yeah, I was like, okay. At least somebody in the group understands rap.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Jamie say facts. It was like a boulder versus a pebble. LOL.
Yeah, it was. It was like, man.
Oh shit. Cause hey,
oh my goodness.
I'm waiting on Andre 3000 to bless us with some lyrics. Man,
Yeah.
I tell you what, he dropped that new album. I ain't heard it. People lost their shit behind that motherfucker, right? Because it wasn't what they was accustomed to. But I'm gonna say,
Right.
like,
he was just trying something different.
right. He always been an innovator. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He gonna do shit just for shock. Not I ain't gonna say for shock value. He gonna do it just because somebody said he couldn't do it.
Right.
You know
And that's
what I'm
all
saying?
that was.
Oh, you told me I can't. Kind of like how what's her face did with that with that country album. Don't even run. She from Texas.
Beyonce.
Yeah, don't even run. She from Texas.
Yeah.
But
Right.
the thing about this is where I believe people got kind of fucked up about it for real.
Okay.
It was like, oh, she's the face of R&B. She's married to a rap mongrel. She ain't got no business. Now they kind of come over here and take over our shit, right? Keep in mind, she's from Texas.
From Houston.
Right. But the thing is this, right? They would have never batted an eye, and she got the range to do it, but they would have never batted an eye had she dropped the gospel album.
Right.
So because it was,
I'm saying another thing, maybe people don't realize who invented country music.
that part.
So,
that part.
So whose music was she taking?
Right. That
Nobody.
part. That part. Let me see. Jamie say there was a lot better. There were a lot better at that. There were a lot better than Nelly at that time. I'm gonna say like this, right? I'm gonna say like this, right? In that time period, I was there. I was literally there when Spud actually wrote that fucking song. So I'm gonna say like this, right? The various being in the heart of that part of history, there was absolutely a lot of people that were better than Nelly.
Oh yeah,
a lot of them were right there in the cell blocks. But the thing about it was you'll never hear about them.
No, so I know dudes on the block that can out rap now.
100.
So right, so it was like this is just, hey, this a dude we can market.
That's
and actually make some money off of.
Right.
Because at no point did anybody around here was like, oh man, Nelly, the greatest thing ever. It was like, okay, you're marketable, you represent St. Louis. Let's go with that.
Right. You're loyal.
So right. So even when Chingy came out, it was like, okay, but you following the same format.
Right. Right.
You know. So but there are a lot of talented people here, rappers or otherwise, that, you know, if they actually had that chance, you would have been like, who is Nelly?
Exactly. Nelly was just the like I said, he was the ambassador.
He became the face.
That was it.
Yeah, he became the face of St. Louis, and everybody thought that's how we all act, and everybody's walking around with a damn band-aid on their face and and everything we got and no, man, you sound like an uneducated fool. You sound like somebody that never attended any kind of school whatsoever. Exactly. Everybody here don't talk like that.
And the case in the pudding was when the St. Lunatics finally dropped their album.
Yeah,
when you heard Murphy Lee, you like, what the fuck is this from? He ain't from St.
Yeah,
Louis. Hey, dirty.
he-
He was from St. Louis.
Right.
He was fucking dropping
Yeah,
the
he
whole
from St.
time, but he ain't sound like Nelly.
right. Exactly. It was just that let's market this certain thing, and
Right,
the rest of the country was like, "Oh my God, this is what St. Louis is about." No, it's
right,
not.
right.
I'll be the first to tell you, no, it's not.
100%. Do your chain hang low? Does it wobble to the flow?
Right, it was like, yeah, you had Jaquan and
Yeah.
little dude song you just mentioned. He ended up getting killed, but
Damn.
damn, what's his name? Huey.
Yeah.
Huey.
He got killed.
Yeah, he got killed because, like I said, this St. Louis.
No,
Yeah,
I know how St. Louis get down, but shit.
yeah, but yeah, somebody killed him. But yeah, I mean, it was like once I would say Nelly opened up the door for the nation to say, "Hey, let's look at what people in St. Louis doing."
Yeah.
All
'Cause I
right,
tell you what, when he opened up the door, that
everybody,
motherfucker running through.
right? Everybody came rushing out.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it was
yeah.
like
Shit.
when you really just if you listen to it like the way we all here listen to it, it was like, damn, I want to hear somebody different because y'all always
Right,
trying to copy
right.
Nelly at this.
Right. Damn right. I'm talking about, man. It was some flamethrowers in that motherfucker too, where I was at too. There was this cat from the Peabody Projects. Abdul Lewis, man. Shit, man. That motherfucker was going. My homeboy, Orlando Tank Clayton.
Mhm.
Sitting. Man, there was so much talent in that motherfucker, man. Like me, because I'm not from there. You know what I'm saying? I was just there. But like,
Right, but I mean, I bet believe if you released something during that time,
yeah.
and said you was from St. Louis, they would have jumped on it.
Oh hell yeah, they would have been like, "Who the fuck is this cat?"
And until they really did the research and went, "Oh no, he's not from here."
Yeah, hey, but shh, let's just
Right. I'm gonna tell you somebody who really somebody who perpetrated big time.
Who?
Remember this dude Domino?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
With that ghetto,
G.
yeah, with that ghetto jam shit.
Yes,
He had everybody thinking he was from Cali. He's from St. Louis.
Really?
Yes, he didn't really bring that out until his career started to fall apart.
Wow.
He is from St. Louis, but he perked like he was from Cali.
Hey, motherfuckers was doing that shit heavy in the industry, man. Exhibit. He repping Cali. He from Detroit.
He from there. Yeah, that was like, but Exhibit cold though. I ain't gonna.
I ain't gonna take nothing from him. But you
right.
So all right, Pete. Right.
Exhibit
This is my mom when I found this out. So you familiar with the Dog Pound, right?
Right.
All right. So Daz and Corrupt, right?
All right. Corrupt from Philly.
Yeah, he from Philly.
Yeah, Philly cat.
We talking, you know, and he like,
right,
okay,
but it's like,
I feel like,
it's
all right,
like,
you know what I'm saying? What's happening, food? And here it is, he a Philly boy. You know what I'm saying?
So it's like, you know, that's what I say, if you would have brought out something and actually said, hey, I'm from St. Louis, I'm gonna rep the city, I'm gonna wear Cardinals gear and all the whole nine, everybody would have believed, all right, dude from St. Louis, until it probably would have took somebody like me to say, no, he not.
Right. That
like, no, he not. Like, but you know,
like, man, we got
like, nah, he ain't from here.
We got us a St. Louis Park, man.
Right.
Hey, shit. Hey, man. Good thing I wasn't out sick, because I tell you what, because I was in that motherfucker, but them motherfuckers, man, they would have ate that shit up.
I would have rolled the wave with you. Best believe. I'd be like,
I'm like, good, we about to get this bread.
Yeah, I'd be like, hey, partner, let's keep knocking them out.
Real shit, fuck yeah. Gym after gym. Manny say 3000 was a genius for dropping that album. That album, dropping that album, which will most of these artists and future artists will sample his music. I'm willing to bet you they will. That is a good point. That's a good point. Manny said we created country music. Absolutely, we did. Beyonce didn't do any justice to the country music. I heard a few other females of that color that does it better. I'm gonna say like this, right? It don't matter what color you are,
It don't matter.
but one thing for
I
sure,
like a good song.
I just like a good song. Yeah, like you said, I just like
Yeah,
some good.
I like a good song. I don't care who made it,
Right.
what race you are. If I think it's good, I'm gonna rock with it.
Right. I would say because Nelly made some country music.
Yeah, and that
I'm
was
saying, I'm just saying, man. Since we on Nelly,
Ooh,
shit.
that was a disaster. You see how that went.
Hey, now come on, now that's a
Hey,
matter of opinion. Somebody
no.
liked it.
Somebody liked it, but me personally, I was like, no,
She said Nelly
no,
was the perfect
don't do
image
that.
they wanted. Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did. He fit the image.
100.
Exactly.
Manny says, I see that dude Rip the General be at Nelly and the St. Lunatics.
Okay. I mean,
Who is Rip the General?
yeah,
Talk to me.
I've never heard of him, but okay. Yeah, I mean,
I was saying,
hey,
yeah. Talk to me.
yeah.
I don't know nothing about these cats, man. I ain't never heard of them.
never heard of the dude, but yeah, hey, go ahead, get at him.
Right. Jamie, you feeling a little nostalgic or some shit over there? She said, I want to pull my CD book out now.
Oh, you said CDs, you showing
Right.
your age.
Hey, yeah, look, yeah, you better be careful. You're gonna know you old.
You showing your age.
He said
about a
Rip
CD.
is from St. Louis.
Okay. I mean, no, on the real, I haven't heard of him. But hey, well, by all means, go at them and make them better rappers if they still trying to make music.
Jamie say, I'd rather listen to Devin the Dude over Nelly. Shit,
Yeah.
you must be used to all the finer.
Right. Yeah, I rock with Devin. Yeah.
Right. Manny say, as Master P used to say, it ain't where you from, it's how you come. 100%. Bout it. Hey, why this cat, man, to this day, I don't care where you at. California, New York, Atlanta, Minnesota. It don't matter if you east, west, down south, up top. If a motherfucker play that bout it, it don't matter what rendition, 1, 2, or 3. Some shit gonna get towed up.
Yeah, you gonna bounce to it.
Hey, look, you don't even got to know the words to it. As soon as you hear
But you hear that beat, kicking, right?
It's like, oh,
Right, you gonna start bouncing to it because you like, oh,
crazy. Hell yeah.
Right, you gonna act up as soon as you
tell
hear it.
What, motherfucker can't say we ain't had no good goddamn music, man. Straight up. I don't give a fuck. If you didn't know the words, you knew the hook. If you didn't know the hook, you didn't know the words, you knew the melody or the rhythms of the song. And like I said, it didn't matter if you was a dancer or not. When you heard that, you gonna
bounce
jump up,
to that. Right, you can be like, oh, okay, here we go. Right.
Hell yeah, shit. Hell yeah. Jamie say, or drop it like it's hot. Yeah, shit, man. Real shit. Add some good music. You know what I'm saying? The rhythm was legit. The songs was for the time they was hot. You know what I'm saying? But one thing for sure, two things for certain. Them engineers, them producers, they knew what to sample. They knew what horn to tweak to make sure your body caught that rhythm, and you just, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna lean with it, you're gonna rock with it, you're gonna throw you some bows, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna man, it was crazy, man.
You know, everybody sound different. You can hear a song and know who it was, but now it's like I can hear 5 songs and I would swear it's by the same person.
Yeah, absolutely. It's crazy.
Like, you know,
it's crazy.
I had to ask my kids, who was that?
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, that's so-and-so. Okay, another song, come on. Who is that? Oh, that's so-and-so. I'm like, well, hell, didn't you just play the same song by the same person?
Yeah.
They're like, no, that's somebody different.
Right. If you think about it, right, when Drake first came out, you couldn't tell him from Lil Wayne.
Yeah, when he first came out.
For the Young Money, yeah, you couldn't tell them apart.
Right. But now it's like, let me halfway sing through. I'm not a Drake fan. So
I mean,
somebody might not like, but I'm like, dude, this shit is kind of sad to me. It's depressing.
Yeah. What DMX say? He said, well, Charlamagne asked me, he said, well, you like Drake? He said, He's like, oh, what don't you like about Drake? He's like, what? There ain't nothing about Drake that I like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? He said,
I feel
"Well, who do you
the
like?"
same way.
Right. Well, who do you like,
Like,
X? Me.
I
You know what I'm saying? Hey, X,
I felt this. I feel the exact same way, and it's like everything he made. I was going, all right, this what y'all want to listen to, then so be it. But man, y'all can keep that for real.
yeah. Hey, I ain't heard a song by Drake. That's what I was gonna say. Let me before I even make that statement.
Okay.
If you go back in the we're gonna stick with hip hop, all right?
Okay.
Hip hop and rap. If you go back to the origins, all the way up to present day, you look at the style, you look at the sound, and you look at the type of people and how much we changed. Now, peep this: the pioneers of hip hop, right? So, male and female, KRS-One, MC Shan, Rakim, right? Big Daddy Kane.
Mhm.
Females, Lady Roxanne, MC Light, Salt and Pepper, 357. The music had a message.
Okay. Right.
The time period, the dress code was hey, we fly, but we casual, right?
Right.
And the things that even though they was telling the message, the objective was to move the crowd. They were MCs, move the crowd. We wanted your asses up on the dance floor. Motherfuckers was dancing. Remember Kid and Play, right? Kwame, all them. Queen Latifah. So let's move forward. Now we done went from party music, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now we thugs, we gangsters, right? Gangsters don't dance, man. We just
We boogie.
Right.
That Mac 10 line.
Right. What Fat Joe say? We lean back. We lean
Right.
back. You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, gangsters don't dance, we just boogie. Now, if you trip off that, right? The ladies want the thugs, they want that hard motherfucker, right? So the chicks don't really dance, they just kind of grind and walk. They want to fuck, right? We don't,
Right.
we want that hard ass nigga. Oh, he got that money, he got this. So look at the rhythms of the music. It wasn't something that you could really dance to, but you could definitely. And if you was in a zone or if you was in a mood, you might not want to turn the radio on, or might not want to pop that tape or CD. Something to go upside somebody's head. You see what I'm saying? Now I ain't gonna say it was angry music, it was gangster music. That's what they called it, right?
Right.
So now let's fast forward. Now let's go a little bit further. So now we go out of this gangster thing, and then we get into this drug influence music, right? Not drug user, but drug dealer.
Right.
So now you got your Master P's, you got your Young Jeezys, you got your what the fuck is this motherfucker? Yo Gotti, Yo Gotti, and various other motherfuckers like this, right? All type of drug references. Yeah, man, I'm interstate pop flipping and whoop de woo and Got motherfuckers dry snitching, don't you? Ooh,
Right.
look, I don't like that. I'm gonna drop a dime on that shit.
Exactly.
Right? To the point where motherfuckers ain't dancing no more. Motherfuckers is captive and selling dope. Right?
Right.
Let's push past that era. Now we in this motherfucker, goddamn it. We went from drug dealers to drug users.
Right.
Now, homeboy over there is snotty node out. And this is where your mumble rap come in.
Yeah. You can't
You
even
got this
see,
lean
right?
over here. Nigga, what did he say? That was this
Well,
shit. Get the fuck out of
What
here.
am I listening to?
Right.
Man?
So now it's like if you listen to it, right? That was the time period that Drake came up under. Everything that he let it come out of his mouth, it was some cool little shit if you listen to it lyrically. But like you said, it was sad and depressing. And who did he come up under? Lil Wayne, right? Who wrote
Lil
what?
Wayne.
I feel like dying.
Yeah,
Feel like dying. What do you say? After all the drugs are gone, I feel
Yeah.
like dying. This is a nigga that stayed with a goddamn cup full of goddamn promethazine. You see what I'm saying? So then you wonder why. Yeah, it's so changed to the point where even now, like the shit that they putting out now, it has no relevance whatsoever.
No, this is like I said before. It's strip club music.
Is it?
I mean, it's
it sounds
even like it's a step below that. It's like if I was in a strip club and they play one of these songs that I'm hearing now,
okay.
it would get my attention. That's the only way it would. But for me to actually just sit in the house and listen to it, that's something that's not gonna happen.
Right. So it's funny because you call it strip club music, right?
Because that's all it's good for to me.
It sounds like stripped down music to me. So
Well,
in
that
essence,
too.
now Pete, in essence, to the point where if hip hop or if rap had elevator music, that's what that fuck this shit is now. You see what I'm
Maybe
saying?
Drake. Yeah, I would say if I was stuck in the elevator, I'm pretty sure they would play Drake all day.
But you,
Yeah.
all right, it's right. But I'm saying, you know how like you be in the elevator and you hear that elevator music, and he'd be like, "The fuck is this shit?"
The fuck
You
right.
on the phone, you on the phone and you on hold and shit, right? And they be like, please
Some
hold.
old music. Yeah.
Like you put the phone on speaker and get this shit away from my ear. That's what
Right.
it is now. If hip hop or rap actually had a rendition of elevator music, it's
That
so
would be it.
stripped down to the point where it has no relevance. It's nothing.
Yeah.
It's nothing. I mean, on some real shit. If I'm just gonna be real about it, right? I could literally probably, and I've done it in my era. I could probably write a rap song in my sleep.
Yeah.
I mean,
don't.
in my era, literally, I wrote a song while I was in my sleep. While I was in prison, I wrote the damn thing, woke up, turned on my reading lamp, jumped up, and pinned the shit out before I forgot the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But like,
I'm gonna tell you something that's funny. It's like, and anybody listen, don't get it wrong. It was some whack ass rappers
yeah,
in my time frame. You understand? Because I thought MC Hammer was one of the worst.
really,
But I would actually watch his videos.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what got my attention with him. But I was like, lyrically, I'm not riding around playing no MC Hammer song. You know
what made Hammer sell?
the videos,
His energy.
his energy. He would dance his ass off.
Man, that motherfucker
So
goddamn
it made you pay attention where you was like, damn, this dude ain't bullshitting right now.
Listen, I you said the video, right? I peeped this shit, right? Because one thing that these motherfuckers is lacking today is visual. So in our era, in our time period, it helped. So when I tell you this motherfucker had energy, listen to this shit. So I'm sitting there watching this damn video, right? Turn this mother out. Now you know a rap song is like 3-4 minutes long, right? He said his verse. I don't know if it was a live performance or what the fuck I was watching, but I know it was him performing this damn song, right? He said his verse. It had to last all of 1 minute.
Right.
And some change. The rest of the time, he was up there. You know how like you go to church, right? And the grass is up on in the pulpit, and he's standing up there, and the Lord said, "Ah," and I said, "Ah," and, oh, and then after that, the music starts changing, and then everybody, and then it starts turning into performance,
right?
And then he ain't said nothing else.
Right, he's a hell of a performer. Right, he was a hell of a performer.
Yes.
So it made you pay attention to the. Because I was like, damn, this dude ain't bullshit. He dancing his ass off in a pair of hard bottoms. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And
you know, I'm like, whoa.
Hey.
But if you set up and just listen to the lyrics, you go,
what is he talking about?
Man, did a 5-year-old write this?
Right. What was he actually talking about?
What was he talking about? Nothing.
Hammer said, go, Hammer, go, Hammer, go.
Yeah, it was like, but you know, like Too Short said he had 50 million dancers and a big band on stage.
Man, he ain't never
So
lied.
you paid attention to that.
Yeah. You went to listen everywhere you went. I don't give a damn if you saw that motherfucker at the mall. He put on a motherfucking performance. He put on a concert.
He gave you a show, so I can't deny that. I was like, it actually made you go, hey, he come to town. I might just get some tickets, you know?
Yeah, man. And listen. One thing for sure, two things for certain. You went to a Hammer show. You
got your money worth.
Yeah, look, you had friends too. I don't give a damn what dude. Listen, I don't give a damn what your hardest homeboy said. If he said, hey man, I'm finna go to this Hammer concert, he didn't tease you and say, oh nigga, you trying to go see Hammer? He said, hell yeah, come on, let's go. I know it's gonna be some women there.
Let's roll.
There's gonna be some booty up there. It's gonna be some titties and fans. And look, we going.
It was back too. I'm going with you because I'm
riding shotgun. Hell
exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, matter of fact, I'll pick you up. I ain't gotta ride shotgun. Hey, let's go.
Yeah, man. Listen, you can say, hey man, I got these tickets to go to in his prime to go see DJ Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince. I'm like, oh man, for real, man, you are you seriously going? Yeah, man, you know they gonna clown, but you say you going to see Hammer? Mm-hmm. Shit, nigga, we going to see Hammer, not you. We going to see Hammer. Shit, how many tickets you got? Let me get one.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I saw Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince a couple of times.
Word.
Yeah, because it was like what was it? Fresh Fest, and it was another tour they had, and they came through, and then, I actually saw their live performance, and I was like, okay,
impressive.
Yeah. Impressive, very impressive. Don't let them records fool you.
Right.
Live shows, it was like,
and I got the albums in the library.
Yeah, I did see a few of them perform.
So true story, right? boy. Your cousin, boy, I'd say. So we up there in church. And you know me, I care less about all that, you know what I'm saying? But we in church. And the choir's up there and the rhythm is catching, and I'm like, dang. And so I start rapping. I'm not a rapper, but I'm a kid. I'm rapping to the rhythm of but I'm rapping DJ Jazzy Jeff's parents just don't understand, right?
Right.
The choir up there going, right? So I don't know that Trav is paying any attention to me, right? So I'm over there having fun with it. Like, they just think, all right, I'm into this. I'm in the spirit. Oh, whatever. I'm having fun. Having time. We've been in this motherfucker goddamn since 6 o'clock this morning, and it's about 9. I'm ready to go the fuck home. But so I'm
right.
Right. So this motherfucker, he gonna tap mother. He rapping in church. Man, I don't know what's going on, right? I don't even think she can hear me, but apparently she can read some lips pretty well. Man, listen, that hand came across. I don't even see that. Paya! That's what I looked at her. I looked at her. I say, as if to say, what was that phone? You know what I'm saying?
What did I do? You know?
He say, in the house of the Lord, you don't do that. I don't know how the hell she heard me. I was going with it too. Look. Hey.
Right.
Pay-out.
I lived with her long enough to know better. I was like,
I didn't know. I know about community ass whoopings, right? I know about community ass whoopings, but I didn't know.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that the matriarch get down like she get down. So when she got down,
you get
and I tell you what, that hand is that motherfucker might.
It was vicious. Right. It was strong.
Hey, then, as I got older, right now, that was when I was younger. When I got older, I recall that motherfucker pie out, right? I said to myself,
Right.
"Oh, that's how she kept all them damn kids in line."
Yeah.
Because you know,
Yes,
Grandpa was
sir.
gone. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Grandpa
right,
wasn't
right.
she was
When
holding that
no
down by
grandfather
herself.
around.
Yeah, she was holding
Right.
that down by herself. Wasn't no oh, I can't do this, and oh, they father shit. She got
Mhm.
held it down,
Nah, and that's why she had respect that she had, because
100.
you know everything she did was always honest, upright.
Yes.
She wasn't no evil person. You
Mm-mm.
know, not nicest person you'll ever meet, but when the
And-
time came, she'd get with you.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
let me throw this out there. It's in the time period. How many of them is it? Is what?
What
9 of them?
kids she had?
Yeah.
She had 8.
Okay.
8.
8 of them.
Mhm.
Right?
8 of them. Right.
No assistance. No
Mhm.
government assistance.
Mm-hmm.
Had boys and girls.
Those
And
are
you
girls.
better not step stupid. She laying some shit out. You made your pie out. I said, get right.
Exactly.
Get right.
Yeah.
And I mean that. And no,
Yeah.
like you said, no assistance. So listen, this is why. This is why. This is why. When I post things on Facebook, and this is why when I talk about women, a lot of people say, "Oh, you hate women." No, I don't. I don't hate women. I love women. My thing is this: is
Mhm.
I've seen the strength of women. I've
Right.
seen the strength of a single woman 1,000 times over. So when I see these
Mhm.
women today making all these fucking lame ass excuses, it shit pisses me off, because I know for a fact that a woman can be very strong and still be feminine. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what
Right.
irritates me, because we talking about 1, 2 kids, and you can't reel these motherfuckers in.
Yeah,
But then
she
back
did.
then, talking about a family, bigger families, 8,
Right.
8, 9, 10 kids by herself with no government assistance. And
then not only
held it
that,
down.
she-
Right.
Not
And
only
held it
that, she come from a family of 11.
down. Okay then.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay then.
It was 11 of them.
right. You
So,
and
yeah.
I'm willing to bet you, right? If we got my dad on, if we got an auntie on, if we got an uncle on,
Mhm.
if we ask any of them kids, hey, did grandma raise you? Did the uncle raise you? Did you go over at this front? They're gonna say, hell no, mama did that.
No, mama did it all. Right.
Hey, can I go stay tonight over at my friend's house? You might have been able to look, you might have been able to go. Good
Mhm.
chance you didn't, but you might have been able to go. But one thing for sure, too, and I tell you what, she knew who the fuck came in and out of her house. She knew where her kids was at. It wasn't no
Mhm.
goddamn disrespect.
Mhm.
Oh, well, you don't know what it's like to be a woman. They listen when there's a man, shit, listen. One thing for sure, 2 things, and she didn't give a fuck about no police. Get out of pocket if you want to. She gonna pick some of them, wrap
Yeah.
it around your motherfucking head.
Yeah.
She meant that shit. Ladies,
I used
step
I
it
used
up.
to tell people, I said, I wasn't afraid of the police. It was her finding out.
That part.
You know what I'm saying? That
That-
was the person who was like, and we used to joke about all of us would tell you, even Travis would tell you, you know, grandkids and everything. We'd tell you, don't let mother find out what happened.
Real shit. Hey man, listen. Right. And I'm glad
You
you
know,
said,
don't let her find out what happened.
yeah, because if you think about it, right, listen, on some real shit, right? The kids of our generation, the kids of your generation, if you was in the streets, you was in the streets, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you didn't go home because you was in the streets. But
Yeah.
if you was staying at home and you was one of them fuck up kids, you know what I'm saying, or like to be mischievous, back in that time period, kids wasn't really bad, they was mischievous. If you was mischievous, you just getting off in little bullshit ass little skirmishes and shit like that, your parents didn't know nothing about that shit. You ain't had no juvenile records back then.
No, not at all.
No motherfucking juvenile, man. Kids going to juvie? Get the fuck out of it. No, please, man. Look, let a cop catch you spraying some shit on a building and shit. They didn't take you to jail. We gonna cuff your ass. We gonna walk you the fuck home to your mama or your daddy.
Exactly.
We found this little hooligan over here vandalizing this. Oh, really? Come on up in here. In fact, you stand on that porch. I'll be right back. I'm going to get this bill.
Exactly. You got wore out right then and there.
That part. Motherfuckers ain't fair. No motherfucking police, man. Shit, get the fuck out of here. Oh well, I can go to jail. Go to jail for what? Being a parent? The fuck?
You didn't have no reason to even get near a jail. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like you wasn't gonna make it that far.
Look, I had a motherfucker tell me some shit like that, right? Oh well, you can go to jail for that shit. I already know my laws. I looked at that motherfucker. I said, okay, well, shit, I tell you what. Go ahead and ready my cell, because after goddamn you, I'm gonna thrash his ass. I'm gonna go sit down if that's what you think that's gonna happen. And what you gonna do with this little joker? What you gonna take him with you?
Yeah.
Well, now, okay, well, you keep it pushing there. You know what I'm saying? All that intimidation bullshit, this shit don't work around here, man. You know what I'm saying?
No, not at all.
I don't understand it. At the end of the day, ladies and fellas, if it's your kid, then it's your kid, not the legal system. Which means the motherfuckers can't tell you how to parent your children. So be the parent that you're supposed to be. I don't understand, because here's the thing, right? The same parents, and I use that term loosely, but the same parents that's saying, oh, well, I don't want my kids because I can go to jail. It's the same fucking goofy ass parents, and I don't even believe the shit when it come out their mouth. These are the same people that be talking about I wish a motherfucker would do something to my kids. I go to jail for mine. I kill for mine.
Right. Hey.
Ain't about to go do nothing.
You ain't gonna do nothing. Stop it.
One thing for sure, two things for certain. I'm gonna tell you like this. Anybody that know me know anything that I say, I'm standing on it. I got 3 biological children. All right, 9 and 12. One of my sons is back here, further up in the comments, right? In the beginning of the show. His Facebook name is Love Logan. All right.
Okay.
Those of y'all, when you go looking and I can't find him, he's a white boy. All right. So therefore, that's my son, right? That's my second oldest. All right. Now, I say that to say this, and you'll know it's him because he say, "Hey, Dad." So now think about that. Hey, Dad, not hey, Father. Hey, stepdad. Hey, Dad. That part. So I'm saying that to say this. I got 3 biological kids, 9 in total. All my kids' mothers know I don't play about my kids. Okay.
You should be that way. You know, it's
I got a case behind every last one of my kids. Listen, I ain't bullshitting. I got a case behind every last one of my kids, except for my daughter, who's 5. Thus far, me and her haven't, and it's not a jab at the kids' mothers or whatever have you. They know that I don't play about my kids. There's certain shit that I'm not gonna tolerate. I'm not gonna play about. You know what I'm saying? So they respect me as a dad. You know what I'm saying, of my kids. I respect them as the mothers. Every once in a while, you know what I'm saying, you gonna have your little. Is that what we doing? You know what? You right. Let's talk about this. Cool, fine, dandy. I don't have baby mama drama like the rest like a lot of dudes do. You know what I'm saying? Homeboys ask me that all the time. Man, you got 3 different baby mamas and no baby mama drama? How the fuck you be pulling that shit off? Simple. I got an understanding with my kids' mothers. They got an understanding with me. If we can't if there's anything that you don't understand, you better pick up a fucking phone. You better text. You better do something. We ain't all, because at the end of the day, you got to deal with this person. We got kids together. We brought these little jokers in here. Keep the system out, keep them people out of our business. Agree to disagree, keep it moving. But at the end of the day, handle your business as a parent.
Right.
Try that shit. I'm telling you. For all the fellas that be like, man, my baby mama, da, 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 da. Don't get me wrong. Some of them be on some greedy bullshit.
Yeah.
But if you let it be known up front and you standing on what you're saying, and I'm not talking about going upside her fucking head and shit. That's not what I'm saying at all. But one thing for sure, one of the games that a lot of women like to play. Women like to weaponize children. If it's your turn to have your child and she talking about, well, you can't see your child, I ain't seen a door, goddamn me, that's what they call them motherfuckers, steel framed and all that. I ain't listen. If it's my turn to have my child and my child's behind that door, I ain't seen a door yet that I can't get through. That part. Now you don't like what I'm, because I'm coming and I'm knocking on. I'm gonna let you know I'm coming. Yeah, fuck, you knew. Well, you knew I was coming anyway. When you knew it was my turn to have them.
Mm-hmm.
So when I come knocking on this door, I'm coming in peace. Please send the child out, or can you send our son out, our daughter, whatever? Can you send my kid out? Can you send the child out? I said, okay, well, shit. All right. We all know the story of the three little pigs. I'll huff and I'll puff. Shit. Send that little joke out here, man. I ain't playing with you, man. Straight up. But the thing about it is, ladies and fellas, why do you do that? It's not because I don't like my kids' mothers. It's not because I'm a bully or I'm a badass motherfucker, no shit like that. It's because I love my children and I'd like to spend some time with my children when I'm supposed to spend some time with my children. So we have an understanding. I ain't never had to go upside none of my baby mama's heads. I don't plan on going upside any of my baby mama's heads. My baby mamas don't jig at each other.
Mm-hmm.
They are cordial and respectful toward one another, except for the one doesn't even exist. But aside from that, hey, how you doing? Jamie, stay out of that shit. so you know what I'm saying? Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I see she
right, always trying to stir up. Yeah,
she draws.
Yeah. Quiet as two of the mothers are actually in here. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my kids' mothers. Thank you for bringing these beautiful children into the world. I didn't fell behind on these comments. I'm sorry. I apologize, man. I got into a little spiel. I had something I need to get off my chest. I feel a little better now.
I told you this is basically therapy.
Yeah, look, listen, and I'm hoping that y'all might have learned something along the way. You know what I'm saying? In me going into my little spiel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stacy, Jamie already did. Right now, I'm speaking about my kids' mothers and my relationship with my kids' mothers. And shout outs to y'all for bringing these beautiful children into the world. And on some real shit, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have your ups and downs, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna get on your fucking nerves. Hell, I get on their nerves, you know what I'm saying? Shit. And when I get on that motherfucker, I lean with it, rock with it, lean with it, rock with it. But I mean, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's just, let's get an understanding. Let's be parents. It's just that simple. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's all it is.
And you know,
I don't have that drama either. So, you know, that's why I don't understand it.
Right. Hold on. Listen here. The two of y'all ain't gonna be over here trying to get on my. All right. See how y'all.
You see how she do.
Nah, this is what we do, and that's the thing. Like, you should be able, ladies, mothers, and fathers, mothers and dads. You should be able to share a laugh, because at the end of the day, like I said, man, She's not my enemy. Neither one of them are. You know what I'm saying? We laid down. We had this kid. Kid is here.
Right.
Okay, now we got to do what? We got to raise this kid. So I don't necessarily, and I'm gonna say this, right? I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna put this out here because some relationships, with between the parents is I ain't even gonna say toxic. The shit is deadly. It's nasty, right? So I'm gonna say this, right? For those of y'all who cannot be cordial with the mother of your children, for those of y'all who can't be cordial with the fathers or the dads of your children, remember, you don't have to interact with one another outside of the children. If I can't get along with you, listen, I don't fraternize with my enemy. Now I'm not gonna say that they enemies, but if I see that we can't reach a common ground, that's cool. I ain't got to even call your motherfucking phone. I called, hey, little mama, what are you doing? Because at the end of the day, I didn't call to talk to you any goddamn way. Not to be disrespectful, I called to talk to the children. You see what I'm saying? So that being said, right? If y'all can't be cordial, then leave each other alone. You know what I'm saying? But remember, y'all got a kid together. It ain't that hard. It ain't that hard. Like I said, I don't fraternize with none of my enemies. But one thing for sure, two things for certain, I ain't trying to make no enemies with a motherfucker. I gotta deal with you. I'm not gonna make no enemies. What Pac say? Don't make enemies with me. Straight up, real talk. Why would I want to why would I want to be enemies with somebody that I have to deal with? That makes no sense. Ladies, I'm not saying that you gotta agree with the fathers of your children. Fellas, I'm not saying that you gotta be buddy, chum with the baby mamas. But you do gotta respect them. You do gotta deal with them. I see you, nephew. What's up, Aiden? How you doing, man? Speedy recovery too, man. Make sure you smash that follow button too. Hey, man, hold up. Time out. Flag on the play.
What?
K-Man got first place in all these events tonight too. Why this little monkey ain't called me and tell me he had another track meet? See, that's all right, man. I'm gonna jump on the game afterwards and I'm gonna talk to him. Hey, listen, is he asleep? tell him his daddy gonna call him as soon as I get off this show, and that'll be in 8 minutes. Because in 3 minutes we didn't hit our 3-hour mark.
Yeah.
Let me touch this real quick. Tell Junebug I say congratulations, man. I'm gonna call him though. Even with everything Robert put me through, I never kept Amaya away from him. Now she's grown and has him blocked on everything. And she knows it's not my fault. That's 100. That's very important. I'm glad you said that, Stacey. Ladies, I'm speaking directly to the ladies because in Ohio, it is a mom state. So from birth, they automatically have custody. Now, if you're not in a state like that, this applies to both parents. Please, by all means, do not, and I repeat, if your children are raised in a broken home, which means both parents are not there, okay? Please, and I repeat, please do not badmouth the other parent, regardless of the lack thereof the parenting or how shitty of a parent they are, or an individual. One thing for sure, two things for certain. Your kids have eyes and they gonna see it for themselves. What people fail to realize is in bad mouthing the other parent, what you are doing, you're interjecting thoughts. And then in the event that they do, because what's gonna happen, it always happens, that child is gonna seek out that other parent and they're gonna talk to that other parent. And this is how it's gonna come, because I'm telling you from experience, personal experience, right? I come from a broken home. What's gonna happen is it's gonna come out in a nasty way. Motherfucker, you wasn't there. Depending on the age, it depends on the language. But the emotions is gonna run high. You wasn't there, and da 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 da. And my mom said, and he gonna have. I don't give a damn if you're a part-time mother or a deadbeat father. Keep what I said. A part-time mother. I didn't say a part-time mom. A part-time mother or a deadbeat father. I didn't say a deadbeat dad. If you are a part-time mother or a deadbeat father, one thing for sure, two things for certain. That absentee parent, that absent parent is going to have to face the music eventually. Let it come. When it comes and them questions come, that other person, that other parent, that other adult is going to have to answer for that. And if they ain't got nothing to validate or to contrast what they see, well, my mom said, and oh no, that's not how it went. This is what happened. Blah 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 blah. Da 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 da. They got their own mind, and they gonna see what they see. If you truly are a deadbeat or a part-time, and it comes down to that point of atonement, and you don't have a valid reason for why you were gone, just know you're gonna face wrath, unbelievable wrath. They're gonna tell you exactly how they feel. They're gonna tell you exactly what you're gonna miss out on. They're gonna tell you everything that you would have never thought was possible to let come out of their mouth, and you're gonna have to eat that shit. You're gonna have to eat that shit, and then it's gonna go deeper into future because their whole lifeline is gonna play right there in front of them. They're gonna tell you about the grandkids that you never gonna get to see, and everything. And you're gonna have to swallow that shit. There's nothing that you can say that's I'm sorry, there's no reconciliation whatsoever. You're gonna have to eat this shit like a motherfucker, man. I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't want to be in that position. I don't want to be in that position. Boy, you might as well go ahead and kill yourself. I'm keeping 100 with you. You're gonna feel about this goddamn big when they get done with you. Stacy said there's an invitational tomorrow. I'll send you the deets. Appreciate you. Good looking. Thank you very much. Jamie says, I just gave my oldest daughter's father a dude, you messed up. I'm sorry. Let me reread that. I just gave my oldest daughter's father a dude, you messing up. Get it together. My daughter knows it's not me. You ain't got to say a goddamn thing. You keep it 100 with you. Your oldest daughter is old enough. Listen, let me explain something to you, right? Each generation each generation is smarter, faster, stronger, and clearly more emotional. With that being said, right? She already has made plans. You see her maturity level. She's already made plans for her future. There's nothing that you can say to him, her father. There's nothing that you can say that's going to change her mind. Too far gone. One thing for sure, two things for certain. You cannot, and I repeat, you cannot make a person be something they're not. I'm a heterosexual. Ain't no way in hell you're going to make me be a homosexual at all. Right? He's a parent to his other children, but doesn't want to be bothered with this child. You can't make him. Leave it be. You do your part and let the rest be as it is. He has to answer for that, not you. Jamie says, I never badmouth my kids' fathers to the kids.
It's good.
You're not supposed to. Right. Stacy says, it's not even just about being part-time. He did some messed up stuff that I should have kept her from. Kept her from him and you know what I'm talking about. But it was always my biggest fear that she would hold it against me, so I didn't. So, yeah, I know what you're talking about. So let me explain something to you. And we've had this conversation, but I'm gonna generalize this so the viewers can actually get an understanding, because there very well might be a viewer that's tuning in or might watch the replay that is very well going through a similar situation and doesn't know how to handle this shit. As a parent, and this is some of the things that I've talked to you before. As a parent, this is your child. There is nobody that supersedes you or your authority over your child. There is no, including the other child. You guys share, it's a joint thing, okay? Now, if you are the custodial, fuck the legal terms. If you are doing what you need to do as a parent, you have to make a judgment call, okay? Including with the legal system. Legal system might say, oh, well, that's contempt of, man, fuck your contempt of court. Put me in jail. I'll get out. But I'm going to do what I need to do to protect mine. So the reason why you feel a certain kind of way in that situation is because, and I understand you struggle with being firm or being mean, as they call it now. It's not being mean. Sometimes you got to put your foot down and say, fuck it, enough is enough. If let me put it to you like this, right? If you found out that the other parent was indeed a pedophile and has a history of this, would you willingly send your child over there for visitation? 9 times out of 10, your response would be absolutely fucking not. That's a judgment call that you need to make as the parent. You see what I'm saying? There's certain things that you got to say, I ain't with that. I can't do it. You see what I'm saying? Now, mind you, I'm not saying under false pretense or false allegations. I'm saying if you know beyond a shadow of a doubt that this individual is that, you are going to do what you are supposed to do or what you know you need to do as a parent to protect their child. I don't give a fuck about no laws. I don't give a fuck about no contempt of court. Eat a dick. My child ain't going over there. You see what I'm saying? There is some, and this is what you missed from the last show. In order to make a change, there's got to be some sacrifices made. Okay, well, I could get in trouble. You can get in trouble. You very well could. But the thing about it is, what a lot of people don't realize is there is in the law where there's a discretion clause. And if you do not use the proper discretion, that can come back to blow up in your face. And you still end up in trouble. Put your foot down. But I understand where you're coming from. Jamie says I was just gonna say stay out of it. Right. Zara tried to call. I'm 6 behind. Zara tried to. I'm sorry. Zara tried to tell him once. He said, "I will call you back." Never did. It's bothering her. I gave him a message weeks later, just to say you get it together, or just be a man and say you don't want to be part of her life. Again, that's a part of growing up.
Mhm.
We're not talking about an 8-year-old or a 7-year-old, a kid that's standing at the window waiting on her dad or her father to come pick her up. I'm talking about a teenager
Mm.
that's on the verge of getting a license. There's a lot of shit that's gonna bother, and I understand as a parent, nobody wants to see that shit. At this point, you did what you were supposed to do, and you've done all that you can do. Again, I say you cannot make another person be something that they're not. So you gave Zara the phone number. You shot him a text and told him, "Hey, your daughter's gonna call." He ain't answer shit. Keep it moving. He gonna have to deal with that later. It's not your place. It's not your place. She gonna cry. She gonna come talk to you. You console her. That's all you can do. Reaching out to him ain't gonna do a goddamn thing, but get you blocked or cuss the fuck out. Real shit. Because now you calling his phone. You see what I'm saying? Now you texting his phone. He's gonna perceive that as you fucking harassing him. His wife gonna see that shit and be like, "Why is you? Oh, you just want my? Leave that shit the fuck alone. Leave that shit the fuck alone." Stacy, tell her again. She's at that age now. You gotta let it be. Listen. I understand. My biologicals are young as shit. I got a dick, but I've been raising kids for a long time. Leave that shit alone. I'm telling you what I know. Jamie said, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, really, it depends on the person you're dealing with and their mind state. You know what I'm saying? Because my daughter is dealing with that same little issue right now. You know, and I just broke it down, and told her, say, you just happen to have a baby with an asshole.
Got it.
You know, and if he grows up one day, then so be it. But the things he's doing, try not to let it affect you. I said his daughter, which is my granddaughter, is too young to really understand anything.
Right.
But at this point, she probably wouldn't even recognize him. She's only 2 years old. Something like that. That's something he has to deal with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And you're right. And here's the thing, right? That's so cold-blooded to the point where it can work out in her favor just as well. If she decides to up and relocate, like I say, the child doesn't even know what he looked like.
I don't think she does. I mean, because she recognizes me. I would say she kind of know that I'm my granddaddy, but she recognizes me as the father figure.
Right.
Because she sees me all day, every day, Right.
Naturally. The protector, the provider, naturally the papa bear. So what I'm getting at is, if she doesn't even recognize her own biological father, sometimes it plays out in the favor of the mother and the child. If she decides to up and relocate right now, he can't do nothing about it. He don't even know where she at. Keep it moving.
It ain't even that. He's one of these people that he just doesn't care.
Which is cool.
But I even told him, I gave him the opportunity that anybody would tell you this. It was like I said, I saw what might happen. So I said, hey, come live with us. That way you can be close to your daughter. You can build some kind of better life for yourself. And, work it out. We didn't ask that much from him, but every little problem, it got to the point he wanted to blame me for him. And the reason he's not here is because I was basically about to fuck him up
Right.
for his actions, flat out. I ended up going to jail on the bullshit charge because of him.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's to the point that, I made it clear, he ain't never got to come around here as far as I'm concerned. I'm not keeping you away from your daughter. You can still be the father you're supposed to be, but you're going to have to do it at a distance from this point.
Right.
I
mean, that's now let me ask you this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it him and the mother, or is it him and the child? What's the issue?
The issue is, from what we've determined, is that he's more focused on what my daughter is doing. He's one of these guys that has no authority about himself, pretty much raised in a all what I want to say,
all female
household that was full of ain't shit women.
Okay.
No other way to say it.
Okay.
So he has some feminine attributes about himself. You know what I'm saying? So that means he's kind of disrespectful toward men. Because a lot of things I started picking up on. Here it is. I'm, trying to embrace the dude and say, hey, this is what you should do. I made my mistakes. I ain't gonna sit here and act like I'm perfect.
100.
But I'm like, hey man, this is what you should do. I'm telling them based off of my experience. Hey man, this is what you should do. Try to do this. Try to do that. And I was the one, and it wasn't like her mama and my daughter were suggested this. I was the one that said, hey, how about he move in with us?
Okay.
You understand? Now, I don't know anybody whose baby mama's family is going to say, hey, come move in with us.
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying? Mine didn't do no shit like that. So I'm like, I'm setting a precedence,
Right.
100. So I'm like, hey, move in with us, come live with us. It's not too much I'm going to require you to do. I'm not asking you to cut grass and paint the house and all this other shit. I mean, simple stuff. Clean up after yourself.
Right, basic shit.
Right? Help contribute a little bit to the bills and the whole nine.
Right.
But he has the attitude of that we owe him this shit, that the world owes him this. And it would be moments he would walk in here, see me sitting in the living room, just walk right past me like I ain't about shit. And I'm like, dude, that's that's disrespectful. At least say hello. We ain't got to sit down and hold no in-depth conversation. But
right. Acknowledge that I'm here.
Hey, what's up? Acknowledge who the head of the household is.
Right.
But no, that was too much to ask for him. So what really brought it to a head is like we would try to actually sit down and talk to him like reasonable people. And he would sit there and one day I said, man, something wrong with your throat. What the fuck you huffing for?
Right.
Because now we hitting that level of disrespect. What's all that about? So, I guess whoever was trying to guide them was telling them, oh, you ain't got to listen to them. So it got to the point where my girl, the final straw was, my girl was trying to talk to him. And he straight up just turned his back on her and was like, I ain't going to listen to you. And I say, look here, man, I don't know who the fuck you think you dealing with. I said, but I will bust your fucking head up in here, and they carry your body up out of here, right? So he got it in this little fit, ran out the house because he had the key to the house. So I went down there and talked to him, tried to talk to him rather.
Right.
I say, man, give me the keys. You come back later, get your shit, because I don't want you here. That was the final straw.
Right, of course.
And he did some whole shit. I guess he was calling up, his people, whatever. I looked up, it's about 4 or 5 cars outside of the house. Bad move, partner, because guess what's going to happen next?
Right.
I'm loading up. I'm about to let everybody have it. You understand? So just so happened, I guess the neighbors heard what was going on. Police show up. This nigga did an ultimate whole move. Somehow they told the police that I pulled a gun out on him and that he wrestled it away from me. Now, the officer said that shit to me. I said, who the fuck y'all think y'all dealing with? John Wick? This motherfucker.
Right.
This motherfucker ain't took no gun. I said, look at him and look at me. You actually think he took a gun from me?
Right.
But I could have pulled another whole move and been like, hey, check his bag. Because from what I understand, he walks around with a gun on him. Now, I got a gun, you got a gun, and you the one bitching to the police like that?
Right.
You ain't made like me.
Right.
So, like I said, I ended up getting locked up on what was it? Peace disturbance charge or some shit like that. So I said, all right, I'm gonna be out in a couple of hours. Yeah, real talk. I'm gonna be out in a couple of hours. I ain't even sweat it. So, I got out that night, and my girl was like, you about to drive? My girl was like, you about to drive over there, ain't you? I said, nah. I said, right now, I want to take a shower, get some sleep. I said, I'm gonna catch him when I catch him. But since then he just really been on some fuck shit and telling my daughter, oh, I want to be in her life and I need to be in her life. I like, you had the fucking opportunity to do that, man.
Right.
I didn't keep you away from her.
Right.
But you telling us shit like, oh, things would have been different if I never moved in with your parents. I said, motherfucker, I invited you. This wasn't no suggestion you came up with, but you thought you was gonna come over here and live a luxurious life and not do anything. I'm like, I don't roll like that, man. But bottom line is I had to get my daughter to understand. I said, don't stress it, because at some point this little girl is gonna grow up and really find out what's really gonna happen.
100.
And she gonna be like, oh, my daddy was a fuck boy from the beginning.
That part. Absolutely.
So that's why I say it just as what people don't understand with these situations, is these kids grew up and they get to the point they finally understand what's really going on. Right now she's at a young age, so she don't all she knows is I don't see him.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, it's gonna get to that point. So to all the parents out there, just let it run its course.
100.
Because that's the same advice I give to my daughter. I say, let things run its course. You keep living your life, and in the long run, it's gonna hurt him.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, he gonna have to answer for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he gonna answer for all this shit. But I made it clear. I said, hey, the only reason I didn't do what I was gonna do, because he would have took away two people. And all bullshit aside, it would have took away her father, and it would have took me away from her.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what ultimately stopped me from doing what I had initially on my mind.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm a thinking person, so I was like, that's what really stopped me. Because other than that, man.
I'm gonna say like this, right? Youngster was fortunate.
He had God on his side.
Yeah, he was fortunate that he didn't push you to the point of irrational thought. Because once you get that blackout,
I'm gone.
Oh, trust me,
and I mean, this wasn't no 22. I was going to walk out the door with. You understand?
I feel you.
I'm talking about a 30-round clip.
That's what I said. You about to lean some shit.
I'm about to tear the neighborhood up. You and everybody that pulled up. I'm about to tear the whole block down.
Shoot, I know it, man. Shoot, I know it. Shoot, man, listen.
But I'm like, I'm older. I'm thinking differently. So I'm like, man, I don't need this bullshit in my life.
You don't. But the thing about it is, and this is the thing people don't understand. I don't need your bullshit. But in the same aspect, I am an adult. I am a man. I demand my respect.
Exactly.
I'm gonna get my respect one way or another.
Yeah.
One thing for sure, two things for certain. We can agree to disagree. That's cool, fun, dandy. But you never disrespect, and I'm not just saying just a man, another adult, period. People will kill for that shit.
And I was like, I don't know who he grew up around, but I'm like,
Come on, people.
You can get it. Your family can get it because I know where you rest your head at. So you're not safe for real.
No.
But I'm not that kind of person.
And he's
So
great.
that's why I told everybody, it's like I get them when I get them. That
Right.
opportunity I know is gonna come up, and I'll get them when I get them.
Right.
You know, hate to say it, but that's the truth of the matter.
100. Stacy says this is the last comment apparently, and we down to
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
Stacy says, I haven't had to speak to my daughter's dad in years. Once she got a phone, I started backing off. Absolutely 100%. By the time she was 15, 16, I stayed out of it completely. Absolutely. Until he did some seriously fucked up shit to my daughter that actually involved me too. I understand that as well.
I understand. Yeah, I understand it totally.
Right. In the event, see, here's the thing. 15, 16. She's a young adult. Right? She's a young adult. Still needs a little guidance, though, right? So you don't tell her what to do, you just give her suggestions. But you guide it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You stay neutral. Let her learn to make her own decisions, make her own choices, make her own faults and mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
Until this motherfucker includes you. Now you got a problem.
Yeah,
you was cool dealing with our daughter, right?
Right.
When you want to bring me in this shit, now I got to address you. And that's when you get down on the get down. But until then, for all the mothers, for all the fathers, those who are single parents and co-parenting, learn to trust your children.
Good.
I'm not saying make them be adults prematurely. You know your child's maturity level just as well as you know how well you've handicapped your children.
Mm-hmm.
Learn to trust them, help to guide them. But if you constantly making choices and decisions for them, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, they'll never grow the fuck up.
Right.
There's women nowadays that say, it's not fair. The dad's not around. I got the kid all the time. Da, 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 da. I don't have any time for myself. I can't go on any dates. Well, how old is your child? Oh, well, they're 13. 13, and they don't know how to do for themselves within reason. 13 years old, 14 years old, 15 years old, and they can't stay at home by themselves for a couple hours. And somewhere along the lines, you've been slacking in your parenting. You're not helping their development. You're handicapping. You're enabling when they're 13, 14, 15 years old and they still acting like they 5 and 6, throwing tantrums and shit. You're not helping. You're enabling negative behaviors. Please don't make excuses for your children. If you're making excuses for your children and their negative behaviors, their bad behaviors, go ahead and start saving up for that bond money when they hit 15, 16, 17. You need this shit to get their ass up out of jail. Real shit.
Well, it's probably trying to wrap it up. We at 3.5.
Yeah, man. I like it. I love it. Well, it's been a pleasure, y'all. You heard what man said. It is now 11:23, 3 hours and 28 minutes and counting. It's been a pleasure. Love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Looking forward to seeing y'all on the next show. Next show, for those who are not aware, will be Friday at 8 o'clock. The menu. I'm sorry. The schedule for the podcast is on the channel. Tell it like it is. In the intro. There's also a link where you can also get you some merchandise if you're interested. Tune in, learn something, share something. We all grow. One hand washes the other. Iron sharpens iron, steel sharpens steel. 100. Catch y'all on the next one.
Yep. See ya.